Allison Keys. Reaction rolling into President Trump's deployment of federal troops to another city. This time it's Portland, and the mayor there accuses the president of trying to create conflict to fit his narrative. CBS's Willie James Inman.
In his post on social media, Mr. Trump said he was authorizing, quote, full force if necessary. The president's statement follows other military deployments to Los Angeles and the nation's capital. National Guard troops are expected to soon be deployed to the streets of Memphis, Tennessee for a crime-fighting mission with the blessing of the state's governor. Willie James Inman, CBS News, the White House.
For the second time this year, President Trump is asking the Supreme Court to decide whether he can end birthright citizenship. Loyola law professor Jessica Levinson on what that could mean.
This is a major case being brought by the Trump administration because it bucks 127 years of precedent, congressional law, and basically the practice throughout the nation, and it could affect millions of Americans.
More storms are on tap for Arizona, where deadly flooding caused huge hail and dangerous conditions on the roads. CBS's Elena Kwan reports from Phoenix.
We can now confirm 3 people have died after those heavy rains resulted to sweeping floods throughout Globe, as well as in Miami. And Carl Mefford is the Gila County emergency manager.
It's devastating. It really is. And the magnitude is really hard to process. I grew up here, and I don't recognize the town that I grew up in right now.
There's also severe weather ahead for parts of the Bahamas and some parts of the East Coast. Michael Brennan at the National Hurricane Center.
It's not going to take a landfall here to bring the potential for dangerous storm surge conditions, heavy rainfall, and the possibility of dangerous winds. If we look at that rainfall risk, this is for Monday. We have a broad risk of flooding from rainfall across much of eastern South Carolina, southeastern North Carolina.
A disturbing story from Albany, New York. CBS's Michael Wallace with details.
This week, police recovered 2 bodies from the backyard of Franz and Teresia Krause, who were 92 and 83 when they disappeared years ago. The next day, their son Lorenz Krause sat down with CBS affiliate WRGB.
You suffocated your parents.
Yeah. He said they were mercy killings. His parents were frail. He said he killed his father first.
After he died, my mother put her head on his chest, and she was there for a few hours, and then I finished her.
Krause was arrested as he left the TV station.
In Berlin,
Free Palestine!
Some 50,000 people marched demanding an end to the war in Gaza and also to the worsening humanitarian crisis. The protesters also want European Union sanction against Israel. This is CBS News.
Progressive Insurance, with insurance for cars, home, boat, motorcycles, RVs, and commercial vehicles at 1-800-PROGRESSIVE and Progressive.com.
Are you 40 years old in great health and want life insurance coverage with no exam and instant coverage options? Big Lou can do that. Are you 50 to 60 with health issues and still want life insurance coverage with no exam needed? Big Lou can do that. Are you on meds for anxiety, sleep apnea, diabetes, or other health glitches and just want the best rate possible without a lot of hassles? Big Lou can do that. To find the most affordable term life coverage options for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-230-2777. Big Lou does term life insurance better than anyone else on the radio, and he may be able to get you $1 million to $4 million of term life coverage with no exam. For the best term life insurance deals in America, call Big Lou at 800-230-2777. 800-230-2777. Remember, Big Lou is like you. Once a week, he can do that too. Call 800-230-2777 or visit biglou.com.
If you love dogs, there's a cool thing going on in New York.
Organizers say the first New York State Canine Expo will include educational events and lectures along with games and other competitions. Lois Goblet says many people have no idea what motivates their dogs, and an unusual series of abuse cases in the Capital District is part of what's behind the expo.
We can do better as humans, and I'm really hoping that the expo sets the stage so people out there know there's resources.
Goblet says trainers will be on hand to help people develop better relationships with their dogs today and tomorrow in Cobleskill, New York, southwest of Albany. Peter King, CBS News.
As an athlete, I'm all about performance and my
They're
overall
giving
health.
Tina Turner
I
a
wanted to
special
improve my smile for a while, but I thought braces was the only option. A friend of mine mentioned she was improving her smile with Invisalign, so I checked out with my local orthodontist and found out that Invisalign could work for me as well. After a quick scan, my orthodontist created my Invisalign plan, and I couldn't be more excited to start. Check out Invisalign.com to find a doctor in your neighborhood. It's great that there are trained Invisalign doctors in our own community here. Invisalign.com.
When it's cancer, life gets complicated. The AHN Cancer Navigation Team guides you through. Appointments, expert specialists, emotional support, done. Because at AHN, we see you. Visit ahn.org/cancer team. When it's cancer, AHN knows. Life takes a village. Cancer takes a team. The AHN Cancer Navigation Team gets you the support you need. An expert care plan, financial guidance, emotional support. Visit ahn.org/cancer team.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred roofing replacement contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
For the afternoon, we'll see clouds and some sun. Can't rule out a sprinkle. High 77. Partly cloudy, fog late, low 56 tonight. Tomorrow and Monday, very warm with some sunshine, mid-80s. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Bill Dagger, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
It is John and Rachel and John jagging around KDKA. We are walking in here from a little bit of, we came in on two wheels kind of because we were at a festival that we'll talk about in a little bit here, but we're here 2 till 5, maybe 6. And we're hanging out, but we have a bunch of guests coming through here today, as usual. You know, we're always trying to celebrate Pittsburgh stories. So we appreciate you hanging out with us. Sometimes we're here 5 to 8. Today we're here 2 till...
For a while.
Question mark.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're excited. Yeah.
Yes.
And the good news is that I don't think we had so many different events happening, and there were so many like high school footballs going on, and this is going on, and ending of the Pirate season, and all kinds of things that we've not really been here on a Saturday. So we had to reorient.
Yes. And we're here on a Saturday because it's Steelers and Ireland Eve. And we're going to invite you to a little party that starts at 7:30 tomorrow morning.
Is that where you're starting?
I don't know. I'm just teasing it up there because I don't know where we really want to start.
Well, I say start there. Actually, I say start with the fact that we try to theme our shows somewhat, but we really don't. Like, there's never really this theme. Today's sort of like a little bit of catch up, and then a little bit of, hey, there's not catch up like you hate.
Yes.
Like you'll vomit.
Right.
Catch up. But more like catching up with people we've not seen, like Josh Axelrod.
Yeah.
Do you remember not too long ago that one of our listeners said, oh my gosh, the last time I heard you, it was with Josh Axelrod. Like, people know when we have him on, and it's been too long that we've not. And what I love is that Josh is just walking into the studio, and he actually has on a Wicked shirt. So I think that means it's on the table to talk about.
Well, that, and on top of that, I saw the media release come out about the Taylor Swift.
Oh, yes.
And
that'll be a topic.
That is going to be a topic because my son's girlfriend, they're coming in from New York for a wedding.
Yes.
And she is making time to go to the Lindsay Theater.
Pretty exciting.
To see the Taylor Swift movie.
Which is the reason I can't take my daughter, because I'll be at the wedding.
Right. Right.
But that's okay. Well, there's so many things happening at the Lindsay Theater, including the fact that we were a little bit running in hot because we were at an event in Sewickley, right outside of the Lindsay Theater and Cultural Center, because it was Mavuno. First year, they moved it. It used to be at River Park there, right in Sewickley, you know, that gorgeous park where the train comes through and you go, oh my gosh, if that train comes through again, I'm going to put earplugs in my ears. But it's an absolutely beautiful scenic area. But I must say, having gone the last couple of years there and now seeing it on Walnut right outside of where the Lindsay Theater is.
Right. Part of the theme.
Center. It was
part of the theme.
It's such a better space, wouldn't you say?
It is, because we saw music being played, drum circle being done, and it was interesting because if you didn't know that it was going on and you just found yourself walking around downtown Sewickley, you're like, wait, what is that going on?
And that's what happened, right?
Yeah,
we knew it was there because it was Mavuno, and we've done this every year, and we love the celebration. It actually means harvest, good harvest in Swahili. So it's this great celebration of BIPOC artists. It's still going on, actually. You still have some time. time, if you're listening to us, head down there. They're there till 4 o'clock, but they have the street closed down. Again, like you said, you'll hear the music, you'll hear the DJ, you will hear the drum circle, you will see all the different pop-up vendors, including food. What did we eat on the way here?
Pittsburgh dumplings.
Oh,
Eric's
my gosh.
Eric's dumplings are really to die for. I started eating dumplings on a regular basis, like for a meal, by going to visit my son in New York City, right? And I'm like, wait, this makes a fabulous meal. It's like a tapas kind of thing. You just get all these different ones. Well, Eric at Pittsburgh dumplings, tremendous.
Yeah.
And they're all made fresh.
Yes.
And before we left, we said, let's get these. So as we were coming in on two wheels, we were eating.
You got me vegan, and you said it was stuffed with what, tofu? And it was, you had
tofu
one,
and
like
some other
sweet and
seasonings.
sour?
Yeah.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah.
Definitely recommend them.
It was
It's Pittsburgh
delicious.
Dumplings with a Z. Anyway, head out there from 2 to 4. Sewickley's a great place. We're going to check in with Josh as our first guest, and he's going to tell us what's going on in Sewickley and what's going on specifically at the Lindsay, because we've not been back to the Lindsay since we saw Michaela's premiere of The Pylon. However, we have certainly talked about the Lindsay Theater, because I need to talk to Josh about the idea I have with Kat Burton, if you remember what I'm talking. There's so many things at the Sewickley, at the Cultural Center, the Lindsay Theater and Cultural Center, that could happen there. And we want to use that as an event hub. So we got to talk to Josh
The
about
one
that.
thing that is not happening at the Lindsay Theater
And Cultural
is tomorrow morning at 7:30.
Okay.
We are going to be down on
Good
6th
transition.
Street.
Yeah.
We are going to be down on 6th Street downtown with the Pittsburgh Downtown Partnership.
How do you know Lindsay
and
Theater
the Low
participants wouldn't go?
Kings. And the Pittsburgh Irish Festival is going to have a booth there.
Hey, did you see, by the way, I shouldn't be asking you this on air, but on our Instagram, they sent us a little video.
Okay.
You need to look at that
All right.
because you need to post it. Because
Okay.
one of the major things that we're hosting, they sent a video about.
Okay.
Yeah.
And one of those things, I guess, what we might be talking about is the paper football
got it.
bracket. So, the kind of football you used to play in high school, grade school.
Elementary, yeah.
Elementary, yeah. So paper football, kind of slide it back and forth on the table. We have a bracket going on, a tournament. Starts at 7:30, and it is for $150 worth of gift cards and the best seat in the house to watch the big screen TV. We also have a hot potato, which is really a hot football kind of thing. We're going to listen to music. The last person standing not holding the football will get some prizes as well. And we have a little relay race with some beer cans on a spatula, empty beer cans. And then we have a beer can stacking contest, which is going to be fun because, a little bit of wind down there by the river in town, or the way the wind shoots through 6th Street, I think it's going to make it challenging. But what's going to make it challenging is you guys getting up at 7:30 and meeting us there at 6th Street.
Well, you better get up before 7:30.
Yes.
Because we're there at 7:30.
Right.
It's the whole tailgate experience. And I feel like that's what we're sort of known for, is creating some kind of fun experience, entertainment prior to bigger things like the game in Dublin. Cannot believe, have you been watching the national news to see how many Pittsburgh people are represented?
It's unbelievable.
So many other cities are talking about it. They're like, it's nuts to me that there are this many Pittsburgh fans. Now, maybe they're not, I'm not saying they're all from Pittsburgh, but they're Pittsburgh fans.
Yeah, and I've seen the Steelers are kind of on a mission. They sent out some disciples, some ex-Steelers, Brett Kiesel and Max Starks, and they're all out there roaming around training people how to Jerome Bettis, I think.
Yeah.
They're out there training people what to do with the terrible towel.
Love it.
How to understand it all and how to understand Pittsburghese.
Larry's there.
Good luck
Did you
with
see
that.
Larry's there?
Larry is
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
Love that voice. Larry Richard. I mean, that was a really bad
So we didn't make the cut to go over there, but we will be
We're
on
here.
6th Street tomorrow, 7:30. Come meet us, play some games, watch the game, hang out with us.
We're stoked. And it's not too late. I mean, if you want to sign up for these games, apparently we have about 30-some people who are already signed up. You know that they're typical Pittsburghers. They're signed up and they're going to forget, or they're going to sleep in, or they're going to go to the wrong street. One of those things are going to happen. So we say show up, come see all the great things. Like you said, the Low Kings are going to be there. The Pittsburgh Irish Festival has a tent. There's a breakfast. Did you see that?
I did.
There's so many things happening. So come down and get the seats.
Yeah.
And enjoy it.
Yeah. All
Don't be
right.
jagged.
So
many other things happening tonight. I know. I'll just go through it. We said we're going
Do
to
it.
talk to Josh Axelrod. Also, there is a cheese event. Say Cheese is happening from Good Taste Pittsburgh. So we have one of the representatives there, Chris and family from Salonica Imports, who's coming. And rumor has it he's bringing cheese.
yes.
This brings
And,
me so much joy.
And our next guest, Josh, might want to hang out for that because
I
it is
mean,
gonna
we
be
will
good.
try to tempt him, but also we're doing more of catching up. Nicholas Hart.
Neighborhood neighborhood kid gone
That's
good.
your guy.
He is the play-by-play announcer for the Wilkes-Barre Penguins. He's in town for the preseason here, and we're going to get a little scoop from him, and maybe we do a little trip up to Wilkes-Barre.
You've been wanting to do this. You were talking to the folks at the bus company. I can't remember now, but yeah. So that's something we're going to have to plan.
So we're going to catch up with him, and who else?
We have Hammer Jack. Hammer time.
You're going to talk about the first ever Hot Sauce Festival going on in Pittsburgh.
So much to talk about.
It is Rachel and John, 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
News, weather, traffic, and business every day. Hear it on News Radio KDKA.
Bet365 is paying out before the final whistle.
Check out Bet365's unrivaled early payout offer. When you bet on a team to win and they take a 17-point lead, you get paid no matter the final score. Forget the final whistle and start counting that cash. Hold up. You get early payout on parlays, too.
Download the app and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Pennsylvania. TNC Supply.
Here's the latest from the KDKA Community Message Board.
If you're over 60 and looking for a weight loss program built specifically for you, Awaken 180 is your solution with Awaken 180 Golden, a new 1 to 3 month program for fast weight loss tailored to those over 60. Online at awaken180weightloss.com. September is Prostate Cancer Awareness Month. Living with metastatic prostate cancer, you may qualify for the Legion 100 trial, studying an investigational therapy designed to activate your immune system. There's more ahead. Time to get busy living. Learn more today at legion100trial.com. New to Rivers Casino? Join now and earn up to $1,000 free slot play. Stop by Rush Rewards on your next visit to start earning today. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Details at KDKARadio.com.
Have some exterior home improvement problems and just don't know who to call? Call PJ Fitzpatrick to diagnose and fix your problems. PJ will come to your home with a complete shop on their truck, and they can fix it all on the same day. Poorly sealed windows, overflowing gutters, rotted trim, and leaking roofs. This is the time to call the home repair experts at PJ Fitzpatrick. No job too big or too small. Visit them at trustpj.com. With over 45 years of experience, they'll fix it right the first time. Visit trustpj.com and stay off the ladders.
If you're drowning in IRS debt and can't afford to pay, then you need to take advantage of special IRS tax programs that are available and free yourself from IRS collection efforts once and for all. Due to the financial hardship consumers are facing throughout the country, the Internal Revenue Service has made it easier to settle delinquent tax problems. An open phone line has been established by Community Tax for consumers to call and see if they qualify. Take down this number or store it in your cell phone, but call the Community Tax Helpline at 800-536-9607. If you owe back taxes to the IRS and cannot afford to pay them back, or even if you have years of unfiled tax returns, there's no need to fear anymore. But you have to call the Community Tax Helpline today at 800-536-9607 for the help that you need. Don't take on the IRS alone. They can attack your wages, savings, pension, home, and even your Social Security check. Call 800-536-9607 for your free consultation and to see if you qualify. That's 800-536-9607.
The KDKA radio text line is driven by Kenny Ross Auto Group. Find your best deal and Pittsburgh's best warranty at kennyross.com.
Listen to KDKA Radio on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, or TuneIn apps.
Rachel and John jagging around. KK, Rachel.
John.
I came in here, I'm like, what is different? Does it look different to you? We said things were moved around.
The lane?
I think you have a new computer over there.
Oh.
And there's no computer right here.
Oh. Huh.
How about that? So, take notice. We came in hot, so we didn't really...
That's it.
We're like, wait, who moved our cheese?
I just know there's a glowing light on me. And it's probably for our guest, Josh Axelrod, who has not been on long enough. It's been way too long, Josh. I blame John.
It's okay. I blame you both and Tracy just a little bit, but we always make it work.
Always make it work. Always blame the person who's not in the room. Tracy! No.
Tracy's great. We love
Right.
her.
Yes.
Right. That's what's going on.
She's the best, so we
That's
really
why we can
can't
blame her,
any
because
of
we
it.
love
The
her.
really
That's
good
right.
news is we got to talk to your mom for a little bit last week, and you know how she brings me
Which is
joy.
a weird thing to say to most people, but to me, that makes perfect sense.
I love that lady Sharon Eberson. Just another plug that October
Lady
the
Sharon
16th is the Off the Record. 25 years. How cool is that? She's part of a legacy.
My mom's really impressive. Yeah, she's been doing Off the Record for a really long time. It really wouldn't even happen without her.
Right.
And no, it's really cool even after, I think she left the PG about 5 years ago. So it's really cool that she's still doing this and getting awesome people like Daisy Jade. I should know the guests this year better than I do, but still, I know she's got a lot of cool local
Corey
talent.
O'Connor is actually on.
That sounds like something she'd be able to do.
Sounds good. Yeah. Sounds good to us. But you're here, to share your love for Sharon Eberson with me. But also, we miss you so much at the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette. Okay, let me tell you this. We miss you when you're not here, but we miss you so much at the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette because I loved your take on the movies. That was usually our jam that we got to do. But now, with you being the communications director...
Director of Communications and Media Relations.
That's what I thought.
You don't need to worry about the media relations part.
At the Lindsay Theater.
Media relations is happening right now.
Literally as we speak.
Yes.
But, you've been there for how long now? It's over a year.
Yeah, it's about a year and a quarter, I think, because I started in early June. Yeah, that's wild.
It is wild. And it feels like you've been there a long time because, quite honestly, I'm not just saying this, you've really given it even more of a presence. We always knew what the Lindsay Theater was. We always knew that they did great things. We knew where it was. But some of the fun interactives that you're doing, the little panel discussions that you're having with people, the different premieres that you're having, you're just bringing them to life so much more.
Thank you. I mean, that's the goal. When I took the job, my goal was to bring what I thought was a decent Rolodex of local contacts in the entertainment industry and use them to raise the Lindsay's profile.
Sure.
It's not for me to say if that's worked or not, but I would like to think it's making a difference. I mean, just earlier this week, we had a Downton Abbey date night where we partnered with Stroll Sewickley for a little welcome reception with, some refreshments, and Stroll also has a Rolodex of local businesses, so they catered, and there's also an awesome, Rose Wall, courtesy of Pittsburgh Backdrop Rentals. We had 80 or so people there, and everyone was like,
that's fabulous.
And always when we have events like that, people are like, oh, I didn't even know this was here.
That's
Or, oh, I've been meaning to stop in there, and here's an excuse.
Yes.
And the goal is, once they do that, maybe, I don't know, let's say when Wicked for Good comes out, they're like, I should go back to the Lindsay and see that instead of going to name local theater.
For good.
So, Josh, you're actually just destroyed by. I was going to ask you that because
that's what I do. I'm an intro destroyer.
Yeah, no, the fact that you're doing these things, it's not a traditional. It is a traditional movie theater.
Correct.
Great popcorn, and but it is traditional. But then you do these non-traditional things, which bring people in from outside the area. They go, oh, then they see it, and then they've got to go, wow, all right, what else am I going to see there? Because it's easy parking, it's very clean. Again, popcorn's great, it's chicy, but it's real pleasant, and everybody's real friendly. So I love the fact that you're doing that. You're just taking a very non-traditional approach to a traditional space.
Thank you. And just to give my spiel, which you just gave half of anyway, briefly, where,
I'm a spiel breaker.
Yes, you are.
We call him Spielberg.
Well done. Well done, John Spielberg.
Go ahead.
We're a nonprofit 2-screen movie theater in Sewickley, but the cultural center part is the other events that we use to bring people in. Sometimes we get a little extra money, or just even raise our profile and have nice community tie-ins, so everyone knows that there's this awesome community room that you can do anything in.
And it's cool.
Yeah, from a Downton date night to we had a book release party there.
Okay.
We've had comedians in there. We've had dance. Again, normal movie theater plus a cultural center.
Yeah.
Not everyone can say that.
And I don't know that we get media releases from other movie theaters. It's just, and so.
Well, not to be too much this guy, but most movie theaters don't have an in-house communications person.
Yeah.
And that's no shots at all, but that's really, really cool that the Lindsay has wanted to do that. And they approached me.
And here you are.
Yeah, they made me an offer I couldn't refuse.
Invested in that asset. Yeah, and that's actually, no, wait, we're going to say, go ahead.
Go ahead.
And so then that's how we find out that just by chance there's a Taylor Swift thing going on.
See, this is what's not
down
fair.
there, right?
I was going to say, do we rock, paper, scissors, shoot who gets to go first? Because we each want to talk about a different topic, but you got it.
Well, just real quick, the funny part of that is I was on vacation when the Taylor thing happened.
Yes.
And so it was really my team that I've never seen them move faster on anything. Within an hour, we had tickets up, we had a press release out, we had social posts, I can't take any credit for that, but also I can tell you all about it.
Right, so tell us about it. But actually, to your point, John, is it sold out?
Oh, no.
Oh, shocker. Okay, go ahead.
I
Tell
mean,
us about
it's selling fast. Don't get me wrong. Like, I highly
But
recommend.
do it.
Yeah, if you can pre-order, do it.
Okay.
So yeah, Taylor's back at the Lindsay. We had the Eras Tour film a couple years ago, and now she's back with, I believe the official name of this is Taylor Swift Vertical Line, the official release party of a showgirl. And basically, everyone will get a chance to see the music video for the Fate of Ophelia, which is a new song on her upcoming new album. And plus a bunch of behind the scenes stuff, like Taylor getting allegedly very candid about, the process of making the album and shooting videos. It's just a full on Taylor experience. It's about an hour and a half.
All day.
Yeah, it's only happening from October 3rd through 5th. I will say multiple movie theaters in the region are doing this, but if you come to the Lindsay, I can guarantee we're going to judge it up just a little bit.
Oh, that word.
We'll be playing music. There might be some fun photo ops. Who's to say?
You always do great photo ops.
Exactly.
There's always some theme, right?
There's always we always try to just give people a little extra reason to make the drive to Sewickley, which I fully understand. There are closer theaters. Not really that many, frankly, to the city, but
right.
So yeah, we want to give people an extra reason, and if that reason is to take a pic with a Taylor cardboard cutout, that's good enough for us.
It's good enough, yeah. And then you can fast forward because are we allowed to say when Wicked Part 2 is coming back?
So Wicked for good, I believe, is releasing on November 21st, and trust me, we're making our plans for that one too already. And
oh my gosh.
I believe tickets are going on sale very soon. I don't want to say the date in case I'm wrong, but I want to say mid-October. So trust me, we will announce the second our tickets are online, because Wicked remains the highest grossing movie in Lindsay history. It just blew past Barbie, which is wild, because those are, two equal and great phenomenons. And then at least for us and our audience, Wicked was just above and beyond anything that we could have expected. And the new trailer just came out earlier this week, and I thought it looked phenomenal.
Yes.
I'm as they said in their intro, I am wearing my Wicked shirt. Even if I wasn't selling it, I'm a full-on, they did the thing with part 1.
Yeah.
And I'm really, really interested to see how they do part 2.
Same.
And even more how people who don't know the Wicked story take the revelations in part 2, because I don't know. I'm just intrigued. It's going to be a really interesting discourse.
Like your old job, did you get a sneak peek at it?
I will.
Okay.
Not yet, but I should also mention, by the way, I'm still an active part of the Pittsburgh Film Critics Association.
Sure, that's a good point.
We started last year. It's just like any other critics association in any other city, and so yes, sometimes I also get to go to preview screenings of movies.
That was Josh's way of reminding us that he can come on even more for a dual purpose. The Lindsay Theater.
Yeah, if you remember to ask me, sure.
That was listen. I'll take my lumps. I got you. You're right. We need you on our. There you go. You're here. So we want to keep talking Wicked, because I actually have a really unique question about Wicked, and I know John has a ton to impress his son's girlfriend when it comes to Taylor Swift, and there's so much more happening at the Lindsay Theater and Cultural Center.
Tip of the iceberg.
Stay with us. It's John and Rachel, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Lunch was great. Lawrenceville is such a fun spot.
Can we stop at a bathroom?
Are you all right?
I keep having stomach issues after eating, like diarrhea, gas and bloating, abdominal pain, and sometimes oily stools.
Sound familiar? Those stomach issues may actually be a pancreas issue called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. Creon pancrelipase may help manage EPI. Creon is a prescription medicine used to treat people who can't digest food normally because their pancreas doesn't make enough enzymes.
Creon may increase your chance of fibrosing colonopathy, a rare bowel disorder. Tell your doctor if you have a history of intestinal blockage or scarring or thickening of your bowel wall. If you are allergic to pork, or if you have gout, kidney problems, or worsening of painful swollen joints. Call your doctor if you have any unusual or severe gastrointestinal symptoms or allergic reactions. Take Creon as directed by your doctor and always with food. Do not chew capsules as this may cause mouth irritation. Other side effects may include blood sugar changes, gas, dizziness, sore throat, and cough. These are not all the side effects of Creon. Call 800-633-9110 or visit creoninfo.com to learn more. That's creoninfo.com.
I'm asking my doctor about EPI and if Creon could help.
Life insurance. Why are you putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think you don't need it? There's lots of excuses for putting off life insurance. But if you weren't there, who would pay the mortgage and other bills? With Ethos, you could be covered in 10 minutes and boom, family protected. Ethos, fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at ethos.com/radio. That's ethos.com/radio.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. We're dedicated to serving people 50 and up, like me. Our needs are different. Big Wireless wants us in an unlimited plan, but if you're not using all that data, you're probably getting used. At Consumer Cellular, we're focused on affordable, reliable plans, including data that suits your needs, not ours. Our plans start at just $20, and you'll get the best customer service in the business.
Call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com/facts. Plans include $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing. See site for additional facts.
When you call yourself the voice of Pittsburgh, you have to know when to not talk. Sometimes you just need to be the ears of Pittsburgh. Just listen. Listen to what you have to say. These are complicated and uncertain times. But when you need us, we're here for you. And we're listening. A trusted source that you can count on to be here. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
From the Aetna Studios.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
CBS News Brief. There is concern in Portland after President Trump says he's deploying federal troops there to protect the city and ICE facilities. KOIN TV reporter Ariel Yakabazzi.
It's unclear who the federal government has deployed, ICE agents, National Guard, perhaps both.
Severe weather on the way for parts of North and South Carolina as Tropical Storm 9 gains strength. Michael Brennan at the National Hurricane Center.
There is a significant threat of heavy rainfall across portions of the U.S. East Coast from coastal Georgia up through the Carolinas and into the southern mid-Atlantic states, which could cause flash urban and river flooding.
In India, at least 36 people are dead and 40 are hurt at a rally for the popular actor and politician Vijay. Media reports from India say a stampede happened after a group of his supporters and fans fell while trying to get close to his bus. The victims were dead by the time they were taken to a hospital. CBS News Brief. I'm Allison Keyes.
Hello, everyone. It's Bob Pompiani. Did you know that the pulse of Western Pennsylvania is in very good hands? It's because we have a system of healthcare whose hospitals have earned a host of medicine's most prestigious honors for cardiovascular care. From a host of the most prestigious sources like the American Heart Association, U.S. News and World Report, and health grades, like being in the top 10% in the nation for excellence in specialty cardiac care. Listed as one of America's 100 best in cardiac care. A heart surgery program ranked among the top 2% nationwide and cited as high performing for heart bypass, heart failure, and heart attack. Its superb physical expertise combined with the latest technology, including advanced, minimally invasive surgical options for cardiovascular disease. It's the Heart and Vascular Program at Independence Health System. Strong testimony that the pulse of Western Pennsylvania is indeed in very good hands. Independence Health System. Expert care here.
Are you having trouble hearing? Hearing loss can devastate the quality of your life. Now, there's an affordable fix for you or your loved one. Rated the best hearing aids of 2025 by Forbes Health, Audion Hearing has the highest quality hearing aids at the lowest prices, starting at just $98 a pair.
I actually like them better than my old $5,000 hearing aid.
I could not believe how my hearing and life changed.
Join over 1 million happy customers by going to audionhearing.com. That's AUDIEN hearing.com.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. We're dedicated to serving people 50 and up like me. Our needs are different. Big Wireless wants us in an unlimited plan, but if you're not using all that data, you're probably getting used. At Consumer Cellular, we're focused on affordable, reliable plans, including data that suits your needs, not ours. Our plans start at just $20, and you'll get the best customer service in the business.
Call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com/facts. Plans include $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing. See site for additional facts.
This is certified elder law attorney Julian Gray, and I've been helping Pittsburghers for 30 years navigating the legal issues surrounding aging. Get ready for your retirement years and what lies ahead with a no-obligation consultation. Visit grayelderlaw.com.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
This afternoon will feature a mix of clouds and sun. There could be a sprinkle, high 77. Partly cloudy, some fog late tonight, low 56. And then some sunshine tomorrow and Monday, warm in the mid-80s. For AccuWeather, I'm Bill Daker, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
It's Rachel and John jagging around, chatting it up behind the scenes more.
Right.
There are no, it's almost like we should just cancel the breaks. And I wonder, Anna is our new producer, so welcome, Anna. We were
She's
trying
fine.
to make
She's
life
like,
easier.
listen.
We're like, can we talk her into just not playing the commercials
She's
and
into
just
it.
let Josh talk?
Yeah,
I don't know.
she's completely into
We'll
it.
have
I
to
saw
get
her.
to
She
that
gave
as
it
well.
on.
Stop talking.
Yes.
But listen, can we carry on that conversation? John, I know that we had a rhythm and we were going to go back to the two things that we were talking about, but we were talking about how I just finished The Summer I Turned Pretty, and you interviewed...
the lead actress on that show, Lola Tung, back in my Post-Gazette days.
Mm-hmm.
She was a Carnegie Mellon University freshman when the first season of that show dropped. And so I want to say I might have done one of the first interviews with her because I just can't think of another reason why it broke our website and the Post-Gazette's Instagram account the way it did. That still might be the most read story I've ever
That's
done.
amazing.
And I followed that show from start to finish, largely because I'm so in the bag for Lola because she's so good on that show.
She's so good.
Yeah.
Yes, but I mean, okay, there's a huge generational gap for me. I related obviously much more to the mother. But, you know, something draws you in because you're like, I have to see, does she end up with Conrad? Like, that's the
It's
end.
addictive.
Yes. But it was not great. What you started to say, your opinion, first two seasons.
Okay, you're going to make me say it on the radio?
Do it. Because I think I agree with you.
I really, really, really enjoyed the first two seasons of this show, and I didn't love the third season as much as I wanted to. And actually, I'm glad that there's a movie that's going to wrap this all up because I don't think the third season even vaguely wrapped up everything. And that seems to be on purpose based on the
Yes, maybe you're right.
So
okay.
I'm willing to give... I bet you the third season will look better in retrospect after the movie.
Okay, fair enough.
That's my take.
I'm glad that we got to talk about that because my daughter was the one who obviously, she's going to be 17. She's like, Mom, you need to watch this. And then I'm addicted to it, and it's not that great.
It was
in a sense of like...
probably the TV phenom of the summer.
At
least among a certain subset.
This is where I insert my comments and say, and what channel was that on?
Prime Video.
Yes, that's hysterical.
There's so many places to go look for
I'm telling
things.
you. And we want to talk more movies, but just to recap very quickly,
Yeah,
John,
I work in a
you were-
movie theater, just FYI.
You were talking about Josh, obviously from the Lindsay Theater, and we were talking about the fact that the Taylor Swift movie is the 3rd to the 5th of October.
Correct.
Gabby is going, so we're super stoked for that.
We need to get her
can
special
get
tickets.
Tickets online, yeah, right. We need her to be like the queen in the front or something.
Right.
I don't know. We'll figure
She
that
just has
out.
to get there early enough.
There you go.
She can do it.
Okay. And so tell us, where do they get tickets?
www.thelindsaytheater.org.
Easy enough. And you'll have
Easy.
like photo ops potentially and perhaps a theme, dress in your era, right?
Do
Do what you do.
Dress in orange.
Oh, yes,
That seems to be the theme of Life of a Showgirl.
Showgirl,
So-
yeah. Okay. And then the other thing was Wicked. So here's my question. Do you really recall hearing that anyone didn't like the first one? Like, did you hear negative?
Yes.
Really?
I don't agree with most of these criticisms.
For what reason? Yeah, what was the criticism?
I think people unfamiliar with Wicked didn't. Some people didn't quite know what to do with it.
Okay.
But the one criticism I definitely heard was, and I don't have a good eye for this, but the film bros thought it looked kind of washed out, like that the colors were drained in some weird way. I have a terrible eye for that, and I thought the colors popped.
Same.
So I know that there was some criticism amongst, I would guess, non-Wicked film bros for a better.
Okay.
For a better. lack of a better way to put it.
Did you see it? I forget.
No.
Okay.
I did not.
Yeah, you need to.
I love Wicked.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen it.
I don't trust people who don't like Wicked.
I've seen it on. I haven't seen the movie. I've seen it on Broadway 3 times, and I've seen it here in Pittsburgh once.
I think it's coming back this year.
Yes, it is coming back.
I think the
this year.
Cultural Trust is bringing it towards.
Yes, it is. I've heard it announced. Yeah.
Which, hey, go to the tour, then come see the movie.
I was fortunate enough to see, not together, but I was fortunate enough to see Idina Menzel on one, and the second one I saw Kristen Chenoweth play.
That's amazing.
I didn't see them together though, but it was
that's
pretty.
a good brag.
It was pretty cool.
That's his claim to fame.
What's up?
Yeah.
Bring it, John.
He's like, now you can talk, guys. But anyway, that was my big question. But also, we were talking about the fact that For Good is coming out in November.
November 21st. I cannot wait.
Cannot wait.
I get Ariana's Oscar campaign.
Oh my God. Yes.
Just get it ready, because I think based on the trailer that dropped, it looked to me very Ariana heavy. I have no inside information.
Yeah.
But either way, I get that supporting actress campaign ready.
I'm with you, and I will be there
because
front
the
and
last
center.
one really celebrated the lead actress,
Well,
right?
that one had Defying Gravity.
Yes.
And
Sure.
Cyn- and to be fair, Cynthia's going to be awesome.
Oh, no matter what, she opens her mouth and she's fantastic.
Well, she has a song called No Good Deed in Act 2, and as the kids would say, she's going to eat.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. She's going to not leave a single crumb.
Yes. Yeah.
That's the oldest I've ever sounded.
It's well, no, you actually said Wilbur Milquetoast.
Off mic. I said
I'm
that
sorry,
off
and
mic.
I said it on.
You just cleaned them out, yeah.
And so, we've gone through, obviously, we appreciate, adore the Lindsay Theater and your work there, but you also are part of, your film stuff because you're a part of the
Pittsburgh Film Critics Association. Also, I just like movies.
It's your thing, yeah. So talk to us a little bit about what else. Like, what's coming out that you're so stoked for?
Sure. I guess I'll start being self-serving because on October 10th, we already have tickets online for The Smashing Machine.
Okay.
Which is, it's A. Safdie's movie. I believe it's Benny Safdie's movie with The Rock.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a biopic of a real fighter, and The Rock is getting early Oscar buzz for it.
Really?
Which is a sentence that you wouldn't have expected before this year, but he got great reviews coming out of the festivals. And I'm intrigued. I can't wait to see this one.
Okay. I'm not I don't dislike him, but I don't know. It's not usually my
I
jam.
think it's a fantastic kind of transition
Yes, John.
from what he was to, and, to singing in a Disney movie to this.
Yes.
I think it's...
up to date, I would say Maui's been his best performance.
Yeah.
Did you ever see the clip where his daughter is on his shoulders and they're singing it and she was like, "Wow, you sound just like that," kind of thing? She had no idea that was her dad.
I mean, he's a charisma machine. Like that's his whole thing. And this
That's a good term.
The way I put it is that The Rock was trying to do a lot of commercial stuff for most of his career.
Sure.
And it seems like he's trying to win Oscars now.
Okay.
Or like get some acclaim.
Now he's serious. Yeah.
We're here for it at the Lindsay.
Yeah. For sure.
This is not a Lindsay movie, but I just saw One Battle After Another last night, Paul Thomas Anderson's new movie, and again, we're not even playing it, but I couldn't recommend it more if I tried. Like, go run, don't walk. It's Leonardo DiCaprio's in it. It's basically a movie about...
Yes, I saw that. Yeah. It looks good.
It's a movie about he's a washed-up revolutionary whose daughter gets kidnapped by an old enemy. And I don't want to say any more because it is wild. And if you were creating a movie for the moment in a lab, I think it would look like One Battle After Another. And I don't want to get political, but you'll see what I mean when you see it.
I might have to. I'm texting my husband. I'm going to go see it.
It's also it's by far his most expensive movie. I think it's in IMAX.
Okay.
So like you can really get an experience out of it. I couldn't recommend that one more if I tried. Just to prepare everyone for Oscar season,
I love when you do this.
If you haven't seen Sinners, if you have not seen the movie Sinners, which is by far the best thing I've seen this year. It's on Max right now. Ryan Coogler, Michael B. Jordan, vampires. It's a horror. I hate horror movies, but I still think Sinners is by far the best thing I've seen this year.
Wow.
Okay.
Because of the acting, because of the concept, because of the
direction.
Really?
It's a borderline musical, and the music's incredible. I was gonna say that's. What more do I have to say?
Yeah.
Wow.
But Josh, remember, I do take you seriously, and when you tell me to watch things, I watch them. I had one thing that I hated you for a hot minute. I'm trying to remember what
was it. Yellow Jackets?
No, I ended up liking that actually.
Okay.
No,
What'd you
Demi
hate me
Moore.
for?
The Demi Moore.
Oh, I mean, she's really good in The Substance.
She is. Yes.
I wouldn't have watched The Substance if it hadn't gotten
John,
Oscar noms.
do you remember me texting you and being like, I can't believe I watched this?
Yeah.
And
I couldn't believe I watched it.
you're like, if I'm gonna watch it, you're gonna watch it.
I was queasy for 2 hours after
Yes.
watching that, but you know what? That's what they were going for.
I literally texted you afterward and said, I can't believe. Yes, you're right. So I guess they did a good job.
Yeah,
There you
no,
go.
there's been some, for lack of a better term, elevated horror movies over the last few years that are so good that even the Academy gets their attention.
Sure.
I wouldn't be shocked if Weapons, which just came out, also gets that love. We played both Sinners and Weapons briefly. And yeah, I think Weapons is on VOD now. It might still be in theaters. But if you haven't seen Amy Madigan's performance, and I don't want to say too much about it because she comes in about halfway through the movie and she just takes it over.
Okay.
Speaking of supporting actress campaigns, that's one I would be on the lookout for. I just want to take this opportunity, because nobody's let me do this on mic yet, to shout out possibly my favorite movie of the year that is a Netflix movie. And I shouldn't do that since I work for a movie theater.
Oh my.
But I just have to say, if you haven't joined the K-pop Demon Hunters Hive yet, you're missing out. It's the best original movie music I've heard in years. It is going to be up for animated feature and likely original song. There's no world where you haven't heard Golden at some point. It's on the radio.
Yeah.
It's been on the top of the billboard.
Sure.
And the movie has a terrible title, but it is beautiful and funny, and it makes me really happy. And I've convinced all my friends to see it, and they're all like, oh, you were right.
Josh, you're in a safe place
Is
here.
it a good date movie?
Oh, it's the best date movie.
Oh, there you go.
John, where are you
There
going?
No,
Why
I'm
did
just
I not know
suggesting it for
this?
you and Willie.
I had no idea you're going
all right,
on
It's
a
a
date.
literal Netflix and chill.
Josh,
Listen,
we kept
did
you
not,
for
right.
another.
You didn't answer our question, so we have to keep you.
Oh, no.
All right. It is Rachel and John and Josh Axelrod from the Lindsay Theater, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDK.
The KDKA Mobile News Fleet is driven by Jim Shorkey Kia, North Huntington and Wexford. JimShorkeyKia.com.
Let me tell you about this new Pretzel Cheddar Club. Hey, I'm Carlos.
And I'm Ebony. And a little thing we love about the Chick-fil-A Pretzel Cheddar Club
is the tangy Dijon with the pretzel bun. It takes it to a whole nother level.
It goes perfectly with the chicken and the cheddar cheese and the bacon.
Man, you know how much you love bacon. And I love the different varieties. Grilled, spicy, original. It gets you nice and excited for fall.
Order the Pretzel Cheddar Club with Cherry Berry and Sprite for a limited time on the Chick-fil-A app. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
There's nothing like when you get that part from eBay and it just fits. Yeah, the first time. So you can do less of this and get right back to more of this. At eBay, you'll find all the parts you need, guaranteed to fit, at prices you'll love. Sounds good, doesn't it? eBay, things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
This year's senior class is back at homecoming, reunited and protected with Mnexspike, the new COVID-19 vaccine from Moderna for adults 65 and older. That's because these seniors know they face the highest risk of severe COVID. Mnexspike, COVID-19 vaccine mRNA, is a COVID-19 vaccine for people 65 and older and for 12 to 64-year-olds at high risk for severe COVID. You shouldn't get Mnexspike if you've had an allergic reaction to a previous Moderna COVID-19 vaccine. Rare cases of inflammation of the heart muscle and outer lining have been reported. Common side effects include pain at the injection site, tiredness, headache, muscle or joint pain, chills, nausea, vomiting, and underarm swelling or soreness. Mnexspike may not protect everyone. This year's senior class came ready with a COVID-19 vaccine that helps them keep showing up. Mnexspike from Moderna, here for the senior class. Visit mnexspike.com to schedule your vaccine today. That's mnexspike.com.
At Tax Relief Advocates, we get it. Thinking about back taxes to the IRS can be very unsettling. Don't lose hope. With thousands of 5-star Google reviews and an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau, TRA is resolving taxpayers' delinquent tax problems nationwide once and for all. We could significantly reduce and even eliminate what you owe the IRS. If you haven't filed your taxes in years or are already facing collections, we can help. We aren't just some run-of-the-mill tax service company. We specialize in helping individuals and businesses with $10,000, $50,000, or even $500,000 in back taxes get speedy resolution. And in many cases, only have to pay back a fraction of what they owe. The IRS isn't going anywhere, and neither is your tax problem. To see what tax relief you qualify for, visit TRA.com or call 800-335-8578. 800-335-8578. Again, that's 800-335-8578. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
SchultzFord.com. 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 SchultzFord.com.
Rachel, John, Josh Axelrod from the Lindsay Theater, KDKA Radio, and Josh is still here. We talked about so many things, and Josh, we just have to keep keeping you on. From
I like
the
talking about movies. This is fine.
Yes, you do. But we certainly have our Yinzer questions that you're familiar with, and we'll have to ask you at some point. But
yeah, I still maintain that you lied to me last time about what neighborhood nuhas are.
Yeah.
And now I'm realizing it's just. It could mean anything. I don't feel as bad.
you know us well enough that we'll take whatever answer. We like the
interpretation. We're a flexible world, Josh Axelrod, and we want you to determine what it is.
And that's why I appreciate it.
Yes, right. But you and Rachel were talking about before we came, when we off the air, there's one more thing Rachel wanted to catch up, or no, you wanted to make sure you told us, Josh, because we were asking about,
Yeah, very quickly, sorry.
No, you're fine.
It's almost October, and we're getting into spooky season. And the Lindsay's kicking off spooky season next week with the annual Thriller Picture Show, which is going to be October 2nd through 5th, and then another screening on October 9th. And so basically, it's just 5 days of, I keep calling them spooktacular movies.
Like older movies, like we used to see on Chiller Theater?
Some, but also some newer indie stuff, so it's both features and blocks of short films. They come from literally everywhere. Like I said, some local, some national, some international. The biggie this year is on October 3rd, that Friday at 8 p.m. We're playing Queens of the Dead, which is Tina Romero's new movie. And if you heard that last name, yes, she is George's daughter.
Okay.
So Tina Romero directed a zombie movie about drag queens and about a club that gets accosted by the undead. And then, it's just going to be, like I said, 5 days of thrills and chills just to get you ready for spooky season.
I mean, everybody has some spooky season. Somebody just asked, what we do on the podcast, and I was like, nothing. We're not dressing up. We should.
Yeah.
I mean, we're doing something at Leaning Cask, obviously, but, I don't know. We should think about that.
I can remember last year, we went and did the costume judging at Leaning Cask.
Yeah.
Which is fantastic, by the way, because they don't just come as your normal pirate or whatever. It is fantastic. They come with very, very original costumes.
I've never seen anything like it. Yeah.
And on top of that, so we didn't have a costume. So I bought a reddish wig, and I put big glasses on the top of my head, and Rachel wore a ball cap. People thought, Rachel's like, I don't know. People thought it was one of the most followed pictures we ever posted.
Honestly, I have had experiences where I know that a half-assed costume can be even better than a really spectacular one. I once went to a pop culture convention in D.C. dressed as what I would call half-assed Jon Snow, and I had two separate Daenerys who wanted to come up and take a picture with me. I felt really good.
There you go.
Only time I've ever cosplayed, and it worked.
There you go. All right, we need to go on to these questions because
we cannot let you go.
Oh, no.
Well, and Josh, I really want to plug, obviously, the fact that you are fantastic at the Lindsay Theater and Cultural Center.
Thank you.
And one of the questions that we ask, and you sort of alluded to this earlier, is what is a destination procrastination, which is a place that we say to people, I've been here all this time, I've lived here, or someone told me I should go and I've not been yet. The Lindsay Theater could be that. You said that yourself, where people go, oh my God, how have I not gotten here?
Yeah, I'm always really sad when it does turn out to be that, but it doesn't have to be.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be. But what is yours? Do you have, obviously it's not the Lindsay Theater.
No, it's not. Actually, this is relevant to a movie we just played. I have tried to, but I've never actually been to the Clemente Museum.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
Wow,
okay.
yeah.
And I say this because we just played Clemente, the documentary.
Right.
It's a fantastic documentary, and hey, there's a world where we might get it back at some point, so stay tuned.
Okay.
But, yeah, we had Dwayne Reeder, the founder of the museum.
Saw that.
Yep, we had him twice at the Lindsay for a Q&A. Great guy, the most knowledgeable man.
Unbelievable stories, right?
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was telling us all about how MLB players make pilgrimages to the Clemente Museum. And he's talked about they touched his bat and then the next day they hit a home run against the Pirates because of course.
It's crazy.
But
and you may not know this, Josh, is that it's at Engine House. It's an old fire engine house is where they are. And so that's where they make the wine, Engine House 25.
I got to try the wine. He brought a bottle to the Lindsay the other day, and it's really good.
On top of that, the Engine House is haunted by an old fire chief or something like that. So, yeah, so basically you can go there and see all this Clemente stuff, then you get some wine, and then you get the tour. You can get the ghost, kind of the haunted ghost tour kind of thing.
It's perfect
it
for Halloween
really
season.
is the place to go. Yeah, and Dwayne's stories of being with Vera Clemente and things like that are just incredible.
Yeah. No, it was a real honor and privilege to play that documentary. It made so much money, and
Is that right?
everybody had
Yeah.
so much fun
Yeah.
coming into Lindsay to see it.
I
So,
love hearing that.
Yeah, no, there's a world where we bring that back. So, but yeah, that's.
Cool.
I need to get to the Clemente Museum. They just have such tight windows sometimes.
Yes, yes,
With-
yes.
And they're so popular. That's why.
The baseball flag is what you want to see,
to plan a trip there
where
in
the players sign. They sign when they make their pilgrimage. They sign a ball. But and it's all right.
Yeah.
So Yinzer questions. You ready? For more?
You actually define them for me. I'm ready.
Yes. Okay. You kind
All
of
right.
started.
So we told you it's your take on the neighborhood nuh-uh. We want to know, is there something about your neighborhood in particular that you know about that we need to know about? And you sort of alluded to a pretty big fact.
Yeah,
on where you went to high school.
Yeah, a good fun fact about me. So yeah, I'll give you a neighborhood nuh-uh about my current neighborhood and about where I grew up. So I grew up in Squirrel Hill. I'm a proud Taylor Alderdice grad, and Mac Miller was in my graduating class.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Did you know him?
Oh, I had known him since middle school.
Did he have talent? Was he doing things back then, or no? He was one of those kids.
I
that
wasn't
then
like
just-
great friends with him.
Okay.
Like we would say hi to each other.
Sure.
Like if we saw each other. But I was the most surreal thing in the world to me was I went to the University of Maryland for college. So I got there freshman year. And
How have we never talked about this? Go ahead.
Now, okay, well, I guess we have things to talk about.
Yes,
but
go ahead.
I got there freshman year, and I had people in my dorm being like, wait, how are you Facebook friends with Mac Miller? And I was like, how do you know who Mac Miller is? And it turned out that he was blowing up. And then I looked up one day, and he was dating Ariana Grande, and the cognitive dissonance was just
wow,
amazing. And obviously what happened to him was extremely tragic.
Yes, right.
But yeah, no, that's... I guess that's a neighborhood nuh-uh. Yeah, I'm same graduating class.
That is, yeah.
And so I currently live in North Hills and McCandless specifically. And I don't know if this is this might be basic, but
do it.
The OTB Boathouse is my new favorite place, like on North Park Lake.
It's fantastic.
And it has a Millie stand right next to it.
Yes.
I don't know if everyone knows about that Millie stand.
Yeah.
And it's become our place to take friends coming in from out of town. And again, that's not exactly a nuh-uh. Like everyone probably knows it's there.
No, I think you're right because
Okay.
I don't think people realize. I mean, we do because
We knew
I
when
love
it
Millie's
first
thing.
opened. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
we're a
it's
Millie's
fantastic.
family.
Yeah, huge.
Most other ice cream is banned from our house.
Agree. Same. That's how I am. Except I got to tell you, we had Paige's Dairy.
Oh.
Phenomenal.
They're local. That's fine.
Yeah.
Very good.
Right
Very
down-
good. I
down
just
over
never
the
thought
hill.
anything could rival. And they're both very good.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say one over the other, to be honest.
Reasonable.
All right. Third one is what would make us revoke your Yinzer card?
Okay. So last time
Yikes.
I gave a very hot pizza take, and I'm not
Yes.
going to repeat that.
Please.
I might have two good answers for this one too. So I'll start with I think possibly the most sacrilegious.
Okay.
Randyland was really cool the first time I went there. And I got my pictures and they're on Instagram somewhere.
Uh-huh.
Every time I have thought about bringing a friend there, or actually recently we stopped by there on the way to the Mattress Museum with some friends who were out of town. Walked through there. We were done in like 2 minutes.
Wow.
Yikes.
They just need to get some new stuff.
New stuff. Okay, fair.
They're not, obviously they're really quirky and fun, but like,
yeah.
Randy, this is a challenge to you as I look directly into the camera. No. Randy, you do an awesome job. I'm just saying for people who live here, I feel like
Randy, we
I feel
need
like it might
fresher
be-
hugs.
Exactly.
Yes.
There you go. No, I think that's fair enough, Josh. It is always a pleasure talking with you. Give us one more time where we need to get tickets for all the great things coming up.
Yes, you can either go directly to the Lindsay or you can go to www.thelindsaytheater.org. We have event pages. We have ticketing pages. For that Thriller Picture Show, I made possibly the biggest event page I've ever made in my life, and all the you can get tickets for everything there. Yeah, we try to make things as easy as possible, and come visit us in Sewickley.
Good popcorn.
Best
Good
popcorn.
popcorn.
Oh, best popcorn in the region.
I mean, is there a
Everyone
category
says that.
somewhere? Yeah.
There is in
or,
my
and
head.
just John Chamberlain.
Yeah, why doesn't City Paper have a best popcorn
Right.
section in there?
Right.
In their
How
best
hard
stuff?
is it?
You'd
That
win that in a
sounds like you
heartbeat.
jag up
Josh,
their
we
comments
adore
there.
having you seriously. So thank you so much for obviously being with us, but don't be a stranger. Tracy, Book them again.
Okay, you
John
said it
and
before
Rachel,
I did.
100.1 FM at AM 1020
Thanks for having me.
KDKA.
The Big K Morning Show with Larry Richards.
Larry Richards on the streets of downtown Dublin. This is Ryan Wilkinson, and Ryan has a special connection to Pittsburgh. What is it?
I do. So I'm here with Permane Brothers. We're in Dublin. We're bringing the Permane Brothers love to Dublin. Greatest sandwich in the land, man.
Some point or another, somebody says, did you have it for man?
Weekday mornings 5:30 to 10 on the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
The Village at St. Barnabas, the perfect place for mom.
Americans spend $66 billion on weight loss products and services each year. And you know what? Right here in our hometown, Pittsburgh's very own board-certified and licensed hypnotherapist Dan Bitchoff has helped thousands of people do just that. Lose weight, keep it off. In fact, he's been helping people take back control of their lives for more than 20 years here in Pittsburgh at the PA Hypnosis Center. You have an opportunity to do the same. Are you battling anxiety? So many people are. He can help you with that. If you want to quit smoking, Dan Bitchoff is the call you should make at the PA Hypnosis Center today. Schedule your pre-consultation at 724-934-8446, 724-934-8446. Dan can help you reach your goal with a 98% success guarantee. 724-934-8446. Call now.
Listen to KDKA Radio on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, or TuneIn apps.
KDKA and KDKA FM HD2 Pittsburgh. W261AX Pittsburgh.
Always live on the free Odyssey app. From the Aetna Studios.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1
is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts.
I'm Allison Keys. There is dismay in Portland over President Trump's decision to send federal troops to what he calls a war-ravaged city, saying they are needed to protect it and ICE facilities under siege from attack by Antifa and other domestic terrorists. KOIN TV's Ariel Yakabatsi reports.
City, county, and religious leaders gathering in Northeast Portland within an hour's notice. They're here because they say more federal agents have been seen in the Rose City, reportedly driving through the streets of downtown Portland. Mayor Keith Wilson says this type of federal presence is not wanted.
We have no tolerance for anyone in Portland who uses this difficult moment to hurt others or our home.
The Trump administration is also planning to use Department of Justice agents to protect ICE officers across the nation after a deadly attack on an ICE facility in Dallas. CBS's Jennifer Kuiper.
Attorney General Pam Bondi, in a post on social media, says that she is sending DOJ agents to ICE facilities to safeguard federal agents, protect federal property, and immediately arrest all individuals engaged in any federal crime. Bondi also says that she is instructing the Joint Terrorism task forces across the country to disrupt and investigate all entities and individuals engaged in acts of domestic terrorism.
President Trump says he hopes there will be more indictments after charges were filed this week against former FBI Director James Comey. CBS's Willie James Inman with more details from the White House.
The charges against Comey come about 1 week after the president put public pressure on Bondi to go after the former FBI director, California Senator Adam Schiff, and New York Attorney General Letitia James. President Trump called the indictment justice, not revenge, and added others could be prosecuted as well.
At least 3 people are dead and more may be missing as emergency crews sort through damage from severe flooding in Globe, Arizona. Carl Melford is the county emergency manager.
With rains incoming, we need to closely monitor because the last thing we want is to lose a searcher.
I'm Jim Crusul in Southport, North Carolina. The building storm well east of Florida is expected to produce rough surf, strong, possibly damaging winds, very heavy rain, and a tornado threat across parts of Georgia, the Carolinas, and Virginia into the middle of next week. Weather forecasters do expect it to become a hurricane.
President Trump says without evidence that the FBI placed nearly 300 agents into the crowd prior to and during the deadly January 6th insurrection at the Capitol over false claims that the 2020 election was stolen. This is CBS News.
Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
You're listening to Leaf Filter Radio, and the guru of gutter protection himself, Chris Coonahan, is here to take your most pressing leaf-related questions.
Hey, everybody, Chris here. I understand we have Ron on the line. Ron, where are you calling from?
Uh-oh. Ron, are you calling from a ladder?
Well, I was. I wanted to ask Chris what I need to do to get my gutters ready to have leaf filter installed.
Oh, Ron, you don't have to do anything. A Leaf Filter Trusted Pro will come out and clean out your gutters, realign and seal your gutters, and install Leaf Filter, America's #1 gutter protection system.
So I didn't need to get on this ladder?
Ron, Leaf Filter Trusted Pros are in your neighborhood and ready to help. Just visit leaffilter.com/deal to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off.
Thank goodness. What was that site?
That's leaffilter.com/deal for your free gutter inspection today. See representative for warranty details. Promotion is 20% off plus a 10% senior or military discount. 1 discount per household.
Those out looking for love can do better than those apps.
The Carlisle, always the best bet. Bob Piccolino, there's always that guy there.
Elder influencer Lori Cooper goes out 7 nights a week in New York City, doling out advice to singles. First order of business?
Get off those dating apps and sit at the bar.
She's declared this, Sit at the Bar, September.
You're eating, you're socializing, you're meeting people.
Oh, and don't forget, ladies.
Legs crossed.
Cooper's TikTok and Instagram posts have gotten hundreds of thousands of views. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News, New York.
Does this sound like you at night? Some people are taping their mouths shut to avoid snoring and sleep better, but doctors say it's a bad idea. Some on social media say it is a way to get more shut-eye, but experts say the claims aren't backed by science and they can even cause suffocation. Allison Keys, CBS News.
Did you miss this week's Allegheny Health Network Medical Frontiers? Log on to the Allegheny Health Network website to listen to your favorite Medical Frontiers show. Visit ahn.org/Medical Frontiers podcast and look for your favorite Medical Frontiers show.
We know you're uncertain about psychics. Is this fortune teller you found on a forum legit?
Your one true love is...
me! That's why California Psychics reject 98% of the psychics who apply to work with us. We guarantee if your reading isn't life-changing, it's free. New customers receive 20 minutes for just $20. So experience the joy of certainty at CaliforniaPsychics.com. Get insights on the go. Download the California Psychics app today.
Life insurance. Why are you putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think you don't need it? There's lots of excuses for putting off life insurance. But if you weren't there, who would pay the mortgage and other bills? With Ethos, you could be covered in 10 minutes and boom, family protected. Ethos, fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at ethos.com/radio. That's ethos.com/radio.
Morning, Zoe. Got donuts.
Jeff Bridges, why are you still living above our garage?
Well, I dig the mattress, and I want to be in a T-Mobile commercial like you. Teach me, Saldana.
Oh, no, I'm not really prepared. I couldn't possibly. At T-Mobile, get the new iPhone 17 Pro. On them, it's designed to be the most powerful iPhone yet and has the ultimate pro camera system.
Wow, impressive. Let me try. T-Mobile is the best place to get iPhone 17 Pro because they've got the best network.
Nice, Jeffrey.
You heard them. T-Mobile is the best place to get the new iPhone 17 Pro on us with eligible trade-in in any condition.
So, what are we having for lunch?
Dude, my work here is done.
The 24-monthly bill credits on experience beyond for well-qualified customers plus tax and $35 device connection charge. Credits ended, balance due if you pay off earlier. Cancel. Finance agreement iPhone 17 Pro, 256 gigs, $1,099.99 and new line minimum $100 plus a month plan with auto pay plus taxes and fees required. Best mobile network in the U.S. based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence data 1H2025. Visit T-Mobile.com.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
For the afternoon, we'll see clouds and some sun. Can't rule out a sprinkle. High 77. Partly cloudy, fog late, low 56 tonight. Tomorrow and Monday, very warm with some sunshine, mid-80s. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Bill Degger, 100.1 FM and AM 1020, KDKA.
The following is an editorial by KDKA Radio Senior Vice President Market Manager Michael Spacciapoli.
Sadly, a week doesn't go by without some sort of violent act that leaves us all wondering why. The most recent outbreak happened at Carrick High School. A 16-year-old boy has been charged with allegedly stabbing 3 classmates, and some of the injuries were very serious. We always ask, how can we stop this? In this particular case, there was bullying that wasn't addressed, social media attacks that should have been dealt with, and a knife that was not detected by a metal detector. It has to start at home. Parents need to know what's going on with their kids and what's on their phones. The security in place at schools needs to be professionally enforced. Bullying often leads to violence. Report it and act on it. Communicate and take threats seriously. We can no longer send prayers and hope it stops. Take action and make it stop.
This has been an editorial by KDKA Radio Senior Vice President Market Manager Michael Spacciapoli. To view a transcript, go to kdkaradio.com.
It is Rachel and John jagging around KDKA. We did define the ending time today, Rachel. It is 5 o'clock. We are here until 5 o'clock.
Now I'm kind of bummed.
Yeah, because we could have easily expanded with all of the pyrotechnics and all the stuff we want to talk about. Now, we don't normally talk about sports, but we talk about the people behind the sports, right?
If it's one of my kids playing.
Yes, we talk about ball hockey in the Czech Republic on a regular basis,
yes,
right?
That is a check mark. Yes.
But today we're going to talk a little bit about behind the scenes of the Pittsburgh Penguins and the Wilkes-Barre Penguins. And then we're going to clarify.
Yes.
Go ahead, correct it. Go ahead.
We don't know.
That.
Is it Wilkes-Barre? Is it Wilkes-Barre? Is it Wilkes-Barre?
Yes.
And we have someone, a subject matter expert with quite the title to tell us.
It's a Pittsburgh guy gone well. It used to be my neighbor kid. Now it's Nicholas Hart, the broadcaster, play-by-play announcer for the Wilkes-Barre Penguins, and media director. Did I say director, coordinator, Nicholas?
Director of communications. That's usually the fancy title. Most people just call me the broadcaster. I think that's a lot simpler. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, listen to his voice. I'll take it.
Might be the best dressed guest we've ever had because you are literally on your way down to the PPG Paints Arena.
Yeah, stopped in on my way down for a Marc-Andre Fleury night.
I was just going to say, is there something going on there?
Yeah, there's going to be a little bit of a circus tonight. I don't know if Pittsburgh has officially announced the preseason attendance record, maybe in NHL history, but we're expecting a really fun night, an emotional night at that for not just the fans, the players, Marc-Andre, his teammates, all that jazz. It's going to be a sight to be seen because this is unprecedented.
Yes.
In sports.
Is that right?
A lot of people have signed the ceremonial one-day contract and retired in a press conference. Mm-hmm. Billy Crystal, I know, got to play in a Yankees spring training game one time or something like that. Mm-hmm. We don't think, or at least I haven't heard of anyone within the organization knowing of anyone anywhere in any sort of previous professional Big Four sports league where it's like, hey, come back, retire as a Penguin, but we're going to let you actually play in a game so that you can say your last game and who knows, maybe last win will be in a black and gold uniform.
It's chilling. And who better? I mean, we've certainly had quite the number of notable hockey players come through here, but Marc-Andre Fleury, everybody, has a heart for him. And I know, no pun intended on your name, but Nicholas, I know as a younger person, you had access to, as a matter of fact, my Stanley Cup picture on my wall is a picture of the only people that signed it are the people that I know. You and your dad and one more in there. I can't remember. But the fact is you had access to all this behind the scenes. So you grew up on hockey. So what is it like to come back and see this, even the Marc-Andre Fleury thing? It's got to be chilling for you.
It's so funny because at practice at Cranberry, at the team's practice facility yesterday, of course, there was a giant swarm of media waiting at Marc-Andre's stall. And then he walks in, he has that big smile on his face, and he's sitting down, he's answering questions, and I'm just sitting there taking it all in, listening to him, and I'm like, it's like he never left.
Yeah.
It's like he never left in the sense that, this is where he belongs. It was like a time capsule going back to, 2015, 2016, 2017. Now here we are in 2025. It doesn't feel like that much time has passed, but it really is like he never left. And when you see him so comfortable in that space and everyone else just so excited to see him again, it once again really drives home the point that what the Penguins are doing tonight is really special. Wow. And this is the way it was supposed to happen. And I'm incredibly glad just personally that this was able to all come together and we're going to be able to see it tonight.
Yeah. So what will your role be? What will you be doing while you're there?
So I've been out all week gathering interviews, content, things for the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins.
Sure.
Things that we're going to use for our website, our game program. I'm a writer for our game program that we hand out to fans at every single game as well. So just kind of working ahead on some of that stuff. But also the game yesterday and the game tonight, I've hijacked one of the booths on press row because it's preseason. Not every team is traveling with a TV crew and a radio crew. And I have my equipment set up, and I'm just calling the game, recording it for myself. If you want to listen, you're not going to be able to hear me. You're going to hear Joe Brandon, the boys on the radio, and Josh Getzoff on TV. But just so I can have an NHL game recorded for my resume, if you will. So I'm getting a chance to do that while also covering training camp for our purposes at Wilkes-Barre Scranton. Oh, yeah.
I mean, to me, it's like, that's a huge deal. And the fact that you can have that, I mean, your voice is fantastic.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. I mean, have you been told that before?
Yeah, nobody really said that to me until I started calling games, doing sports things. Oh, you have a great voice.
Yeah.
No one in high school or college was like, man, you have a great voice.
Yeah.
It just kind of happened that way.
Yeah, no, that's fantastic. And as you said, there's going to be so many different people there. I'm so bummed. I said my cousin Lisa asked each of us to go. We each had things going on, cannot attend. But you're right, circus is the answer. So many people. We've seen videos today about going to the game, that kind of thing. Cannot wait to get there. And absolutely, it's like Fleury never left.
There were people lined up before 9 a.m. yesterday at Cranberry, lined up outside the sliding doors. They had to lock the sliding doors because they didn't want people just rushing in. And I don't think Flower got on the ice until 11:30 noon. Like, people are ready to go. They're amped up to see Marc-Andre Fleury, as they should be.
We did all this talk about the Flower, about the Penguin game tonight, and we never, this is where I go wrong. I studied journalism, and let me tell you, I started with, we need to know if it's Wilkes-Barre, Wilkes-Barre, and we haven't even answered it yet, and we have to go to a break.
And we
so
know
we'll leave
nothing
it.
more about Nicholas Hart.
We don't know anything more. We'll call it a tease, but more with Nicholas Hart, what his job is like, what's Wilkes-Barre Barry like, and how to pronounce it. It's John and Rachel, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Your source for everything that's news. Hear it on News Radio KDKA.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance supervisor at a manufacturing facility, he knows keeping the line up and running is a top priority. That's why he chooses Grainger. Because when a drive belt gets damaged, Grainger makes it easy to find the exact specs for the replacement product he needs. And next day delivery helps ensure he'll have everything in place and running like clockwork. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Lunch was great. Lawrenceville is such a fun spot.
Can we stop at a bathroom?
Are you all right?
I keep having stomach issues after eating, like diarrhea, gas and bloating, abdominal pain, and sometimes oily stools.
Sound familiar? Those stomach issues may actually be a pancreas issue called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. Creon pancrelipase may help manage EPI. Creon is a prescription medicine used to treat people who can't digest food normally because their pancreas doesn't make enough enzymes.
Creon may increase your chance of fibrosing colonopathy, a rare bowel disorder. Tell your doctor if you have a history of intestinal blockage or scarring or thickening of your bowel wall, if you are allergic to pork, or if you have gout, kidney problems, or worsening of painful swollen joints. Call your doctor if you have any unusual or severe gastrointestinal symptoms or allergic reactions. Take Creon as directed by your doctor and always with food. Do not chew capsules as this may cause mouth irritation. Other side effects may include blood sugar changes, gas, dizziness, sore throat, and cough. These are not all the side effects of Creon. Call 800-633-9110 or visit creoninfo.com to learn more. That's creoninfo.com.
I'm asking my doctor about EPI and if Creon could help.
At WIC, they know that raising a family takes love and support. That's why the Allegheny County WIC program is here to help yours thrive with free healthy food, nutrition tips, and breastfeeding support for moms, babies, and kids under 5. Whether you're a parent, grandparent, or caregiver, WIC is for your family. Call 412-350-5801 or visit pawic.com to get started. PA WIC is funded by USDA. USDA is an equal opportunity provider, employer, and lender.
House stealing. It's a nightmare that's real. It's the FBI's term for thieves stealing your home's title and draining your equity. Just one fake document filed with a recorder, and scammers can own your home on paper, drain your equity, and do it all without you even knowing. Imagine waking up to a foreclosure or eviction notice. Listen to former title thief Matt Cox.
What people don't realize is the ease in which this crime can happen. I can take the deed to your house and I can transfer that deed into my name. It's a great crime, and it's happening all the time.
So how can you stop the nightmare and protect yourself? Find out if you're already a victim now at HomeTitleLock.com. Use promo code RADIO and get a 30-day free trial of their $1 million triple lock protection, a title scan, and access to a title specialist, a $250 value. Don't wait. Go to HomeTitleLock.com now. Promo code RADIO.
The KDKA radio text line is driven by Kenny Ross Auto Group. Find your best deal and Pittsburgh's best warranty at KennyRoss.com.
Listen to KDKA Radio on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, or TuneIn apps.
I love the choice in music selection with our new producer, Anna. Great stuff. It is John and Rachel, and we are with Nicholas Hart. John is catching up because they are neighborhood friends from years ago, but you are like the proud neighbor, proud like pseudo dad, because Nicholas has done some great things. And you're always telling me about how you love hearing him, but people love hearing him in Wilkes-Barre.
Yes.
And my question was, as I teased into the next one, what is it called? And Nicholas, you gave me the perfect answer. So hit us with what it is.
A lot of people ask me, how do you properly pronounce the city? And I tell people, I have learned in my time there, this is going to be my 11th season with the team this year.
Wow. Okay.
There is even dissent among the locals as to how it is pronounced. Some people are steadfast that it is Wilkes-Barre, like an animal in the woods, Wilkes-Barre, and others are steadfast that it is Wilkes-Barre after the settlers, what the town is named after all those hundreds of years ago. I'll be stopped in the grocery store by someone who recognizes me and be like, thank you, you say it right. Or someone else like, hey, by the way, you say it wrong. Like, I've lived here for 80 years and this is how it's said. I've lived here for 65 years and my grandfather always said it's this way. There is dissent among the locals. We go by Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins.
Okay.
That's what I do. I sometimes try to soften the E at the end so that maybe someone who's on Team Wilkes-Barre doesn't get too furious with me. So it's like Wilkes-Barre
You're too
Scranton
articulate,
Penguins.
yeah.
Yeah, instead of like Wilkes-Barre. Yeah, you don't have to lean into it that much. I like it.
Tell us, though, for people who don't know, so 11 seasons, so John was trying to remember how long you've been there.
I have to ask myself how long it's been often.
But what a great thing, because a lot of students, specifically athletes, will say, I want to go into some kind of sports broadcasting. Not an easy thing, but here you are. You've been doing this for quite some time. Tell us about, like, what did your path look like?
So I'll even take it back to college a little bit. I went to Ohio University. Wanted to go to a
sorry.
What? Oh, hey. I had a fantastic time at OU. I will not complain about my education or my time there, as long as people don't confuse it with Ohio State.
Yes. Yep.
Bingo. That is. It's not easy to offend me. That's how you will upset me if
That's
you say
hysterical.
I went to Ohio State or try to give me an OH.
I have a nephew who goes there and a bunch of friends whose children, it's like the new place. So many people are going there. I'm just kidding.
It was the best. Loved it. Still try to go back every summer, every other summer with the friends.
They have a great
I made
journalism program.
Exactly.
Yes.
That's why I went there. Wanted to study journalism, which I did. Also thought maybe I can continue my hockey career. I hear they have a halfway decent like club hockey program. I don't want to go somewhere where it's practice at 11 at night and guys are, cracking open beers after practice. I want somewhere where they take it seriously. Went on the ice for tryouts. Everyone was like a 21-year-old freshman. They had played in the NAHL, the USHL, and I'm like, oh no, I've made a mistake. I don't belong out here. So my hockey career ended promptly right there. But through their journalism program, I was able to cover the club hockey team. I covered men's golf, women's golf, softball, field hockey occasionally through my travels. But I wasn't getting the on-camera, on-air experience that I wanted to get through my first 3 years. Senior year, I end up joining a student-run broadcast that was locally broadcasting, of course, the hockey games.
Okay.
Thought because of my knowledge of the players, the storylines of the team the years before, I'd make a good color guy. They offered me the play-by-play gig. I wasn't going to say no. Fell in love with it pretty early on. Fast forward through my summer after graduation, had a couple nibbles for jobs, no bites, but something opened up with the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins where it's that classic case of it's not always what you know, it's who you know.
Sure.
I knew Jason Botterill from my time hanging around the locker room with the Pittsburgh Penguins. They were in a pinch because they needed to hire a new video coach. And this was the first year Mike Sullivan was going to be the head coach in Wilkes-Barre Scranton. He didn't want the video coach to be responsible for anything other than video. That included booking meals, booking the hotels for the team. That's what the old video coach did. So, okay, if we get a new video coach, who's going to do that? The play-by-play guy there in Wilkes-Barre had previous experience doing team services, booking the hotels, flights, whatnot, when he was in the ECHL. So now he's going to do that job. Who does the PR, the communications? Enter me. So that's kind of how I was brought in. It wasn't so much a pitch like, hey, you're going to be our broadcaster for the next decade. It was, hey, we need you to worry about the PR, the media relations side of things. And if you get some time on the air, that'd be golden. And I'm like, yes, thank you very much.
Yeah,
I'm totally in. I did color commentary for 3 seasons. I think I missed the first two road trips that season, just because, once again, it wasn't part of the job description.
Sure.
I don't think I've missed a game since.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
So after 3 years of color, that play-by-play broadcaster I was working with, Mike O'Brien, he moved on to greener pastures. I take over the play-by-play seat, and here we are now in 2025, 2026 season upcoming.
And you love it.
Love it.
Yeah, you can tell.
We were talking off air that it wasn't the easiest career to choose. You know, it's the grind, and I love, just so as you said, neighborhood proud. The fact that you're in this to win it, and I love it that again there's always an easier path to go do something else, but you know what you want, and you're dedicated to the mission, and I love it, and I love seeing you come in here, and here you are so doggone proud of you as my neighbor kid. It's just so cool. What is a day in the life like for you as far as in Wilkes-Barre, Wilkes-Barre?
So
No bar. No bar.
Yeah. I should say this: Wilkes-Barre is out.
That's out.
The
Okay.
locals can all agree. Wilkes-Barre ain't it.
That's
it's
like
either Wilkes-Barre or Wilkes-Barre.
That's like North Versailles.
Yes.
Right. It's just not going to happen. Right.
Not
okay.
gonna fly. Right. Yeah. It depends on the day.
Okay.
There are office days and there are game days. Game day is I'll get up first thing in the morning. You go to the rink for the morning skate. You get the lineup for the Penguins lineup, I should say. I will exchange that lineup with the opposing team's broadcaster on the hush-hush so that no secrets get out, whatnot. No one's tweeting it at 8 in the morning, 9 in the morning, things like that, so that the 18 skaters and 2 goalies that are going to dress for that game, and you can spend the rest of the day preparing. I'll sometimes talk to the coach, get an injury update or two if such information needs updated, do an interview with a player that will pre-record and will run during the intermission of the broadcast later that night, prepare throughout the day, go on the air. I do a half-hour pregame show before we drop the puck. I do the intermissions. I also do the post-game show, and depending on where we are, let's say it's a home game on Friday, we have a home game the next day on Saturday, I go right from my desk at the arena to back home, and I'm working on the game notes for the next day, because for all the home games, the media relations side of my job requires me to produce the rosters, player stats, storylines going into the game, little head-to-head tidbits. This team has the best power play in the league, but the Penguins penalty kill hasn't allowed a power play goal against in 8 straight games, like things like that. So you're computing all of that for the next game. If we're going on the road, say Friday to Saturday, I'll go from my desk at the arena, get on the bus. I will travel with the team. We don't have the PJ. The only flight that we take, we fly commercial to Charlotte, North Carolina. Everywhere else, we're traveling by bus, whether it's an hour away or 6 hours away.
Oh, wow.
That's how we're traveling. So I'll get on the bus, and I'm preparing for the next night's broadcast. I don't have to prepare the game notes when we are the away team. That's the home guys' PR job. But I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to say on the air, getting ready for the pregame show, figuring out what player I'm going to talk to the next day for the intermission interview, things of that nature. So those are game days. Office days, I mentioned that I write for the team's game program, collecting interviews, writing those, working ahead on some game notes if I can. Geez, oh man, I can't even
That's awesome,
think of
though.
all
I mean,
my responsibilities that come in.
Yeah.
But this is where we go back to before, where you say, like, it's a grind.
Yes.
I hear a lot of people say, oh, I have such a passion for the sport. I never miss a game, this or that. What I've learned is you need to have a passion for the job. Because the game is what happens at the end of your work day.
Sure.
Like, I'm at the morning skate, you're working all day, then you play the game, and then when the game's over, you're working for the next day.
But it also sounds like you have sort of helped create the job. You sort of enhanced what it was, because initially it was like, well, I'm at this level and I'm doing these couple things, and now you've created what that whole day looks like.
Sure, there's a little bit of a routine that you get into, but a lot of that goes back to my predecessor, Mike O'Brien, who I mentioned before, showed me what it takes to be a pro, to borrow a phrase that a rookie might say about a veteran at training camp, things like that. Teaches you how to be a pro, what goes into it, what good habits to form. Sure. And we have an incredible staff in Wilkes-Barre Scranton. It's not nearly as big of a front office as you see at the NHL level.
Of course.
I think we have fewer than 20 full-time front office employees. but everyone's pulling the same rope. Everyone's helping each other out, and they make the hard days a lot easier.
I love that.
Nicholas, this is awesome. Now, I know you have to get, can we keep you for one more through the news?
Or even just a couple. Yeah,
Just a
why
couple
don't you
minutes?
ask one of the questions?
Yeah, you want to do one of our Yinzer? Well, we only have 20 seconds, right?
Okay.
So, all right.
Present the question, and I'll answer after
There
the
you
break.
go. All right. So, what would be the one thing we would take your Yinzer card away from? Four, right? Well, yeah, that's what's
Find
sticking
out
right here.
after
Yeah,
these messages.
it's Nicholas Hardy. It's Rachel and John,
that was
100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Start your Saturday at 7 a.m. with the sweet sounds of breakfast with Dorothy's as Nan Cohen welcomes the folks from Dorothy's Candies. In the second half of the show, it's Dealing with Divorce. Jam-packed show this Saturday morning at 7 with your host, Nan Cohen.
Morning, Zoe. Got donuts.
Jeff Bridges, why are you still living above our garage?
Well, I dig the mattress, and I want to be in a T-Mobile commercial like you. Teach me, Saldana.
Oh, no, I'm not really prepared. I couldn't possibly. At T-Mobile, get the new iPhone 17 Pro. On them, it's designed to be the most powerful iPhone yet and has the ultimate Pro camera system.
Wow, impressive. Let me try. T-Mobile is the best place to get iPhone 17 Pro because they've got the best network.
Nice, Jeffrey.
You heard them. T-Mobile is the best place to get the new iPhone 17 Pro on us with eligible trade-in in any condition.
So, what are we having for lunch?
Dude, my work here is done.
24-monthly bill credits on Experience Beyond for well-qualified customers plus tax and $35 device connection charge. Credits ended, balance due if you pay off earlier. Cancel. Finance agreement iPhone 17 Pro, 256 gigs, $1,099.99, and new line minimum $100 plus a month plan with auto pay plus taxes and fees required. Best mobile network in the U.S. based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence data 1H 2025. Visit T-Mobile.com.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
SchultzFord.com. 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 SchultzFord.com.
Why would a guy in financial services pick a fight with the financial industry? Because in many cases, the system they built works more for them than it does for you. Tune in for a new kind of retirement show with Greg Ayler. Now at a new time, Saturdays at 5 on the Voice of Pittsburgh, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Colin Dunlap on KDKA.
Portland Mayor Keith Wilson is warning residents not to take the bait as President Trump sends federal troops to what he calls a war-ravaged city to protect it and ICE facilities under siege.
We've been hearing rumors about a deployment. Today, those rumors became a reality.
At least 3 people are dead and more may be missing as emergency crews comb through debris from severe floods that roared through parts of Arizona. This man is in Phoenix and worried about what comes next.
We have a mess to clean up, but we survived it. And we'll see what tonight brings. Supposed to be another storm coming.
A tropical depression is expected to get stronger and menace parts of South Carolina. Governor Henry McMaster has declared an emergency.
A lot of rain, strong winds, and serious flooding is going to happen, and it could happen way up in the Midlands. We don't know where it's going to go.
CBS News Brief. I'm Allison Keys.
Retirement, it's almost here. Are you ready? Well, join Kurt Kanodik and Ethan Lane of Accurate Solutions Group for your retirement blueprint. Let Kurt and Ethan help you plan for your retirement dreams. Don't miss your retirement blueprint Sundays at 10. Investment advisory services offered through ASG Investment Management, LLC.
Scammers, stalkers, criminals. They're looking for your personal information and finding it easier than you think. With Incogni, you can reduce your personal information exposure on the web. Your name, address, and phone number are shared on hundreds of public websites right now. Your family details, even where you live. It's all online, collected and sold by data brokers without your consent, putting you at serious risk. Someone could show up at your door, use your information to steal your identity, send scam messages to your parents, or drain your accounts in minutes. Incogni removes your personal data from hundreds of websites that expose your details, making it much harder for the wrong people to reach you. Because if they can't find you, they can't harm you. Get 1 year of Incogni Unlimited for 55% off today at Incogni.com and let Incogni remove your personal data from the web for you. That's INCOGNI.com. Take back control of your privacy and reclaim your peace of mind.
On stage, the case of the Carbolic Smokeball. A comedy murder whodunit is back at the Carnegie Stage in Carnegie. After last year's successful run, the president has been blackmailed, and the only person who can save him is egomaniacal attorney Rufus Peckham. It's an acid-tongue satire about the law and a tsunami of laughs. The Case of the Carbolic Smokeball at the Carnegie Stage, October 17th through the 19th and 24th to the 26th. Tickets at carnegiestage.com.
If you are new to Medicare and have questions, Aetna can help. Aetna has a Medicare Advantage plan that includes prescription drug coverage with a $0 monthly plan premium. Plus, the plan includes benefits like dental, vision, and hearing. Call Aetna today at 1-833-771-3415 to learn more. A licensed agent will answer your call.
Aetna Medicare is an HMO PPO plan with a Medicare contract. Our DSMPs also have contracts with state Medicaid programs. Enrollment in our plans depends on contract renewal. Plan features and availability may vary by service area.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
Today brings clouds and some sunshine, perhaps an afternoon and evening shower toward the Laurels with a high of 77, but expect a clear finish tonight with some fog late and a low of 56, followed by a warmer day tomorrow with more sunshine than clouds and a high of 85, with sun and some clouds for Monday, high 83. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist LaTroy Thornton, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
All right. It's the weekend. We'll be back at it on Monday. Lots to talk about, including the black and gold overseas. We'll reconvene Monday right here, KDKA. Colin Dunlap, 2 to 6.
It's John and Rachel, and we allow people to give their websites and where to follow and all that good stuff, but they have 3 Yinzer questions that they have to answer. And then we intentionally very nicely asked Nicholas Hart if he would stick around so that we could hear more about his amazingness at Wilkes-Barre, Scranton. And so we got to hear from you about what the broadcasting situation's like there. You're here tonight for the big game. So excited to hear see what that's going to be like. But you cannot leave or drop any kind of social media until we know what would we remove your Yinzer card for. For what?
All right, you ready for this, John?
We're ready.
We're ready.
I'm curious to hear what the listeners, how they respond to this as well.
Okay.
Because I don't think this is that controversial anywhere but here in this city, where you will revoke my Yinzer card.
Okay.
Okay.
I love the city of Cleveland.
Oh!
That was a good twist.
That was a really good twist.
That was a good twist.
I
my
really
God,
like Cleveland. Okay?
Yeah.
Now, in a trade, Cleveland versus Pittsburgh, I'm not making that deal.
Yeah.
It's still Pittsburgh all day, every day. But everyone just loves to beat up on Cleveland.
Yeah.
Everyone loves to kick Cleveland when they're down. It's the fun thing to do. What I always tell people is Cleveland is the Nickelback of cities, which sounds like an insult because everyone likes to make fun of Nickelback. They're the East punching bag band or whatever. Right. But deep down inside, everyone has a Nickelback song or two on their playlist, or when someone goes up and sings it at karaoke, you groan at first, but then you're singing along too. That's the city of Cleveland. I won't give their sports teams too much credit, but the city itself, you can really easily, without trying that hard, have a good time in the city of Cleveland.
I agree, and I agree with you. Yeah,
okay,
I agree. Yes, I do agree with you.
But there's probably some people out there that jumped out of their seats like,
what did he say?
Mistake on the lane. What are you talking about?
What are you talking about? Right?
Mistake. Oh my gosh. I've actually only driven through. I've never really done anything in Cleveland. My son lived there for a little bit, but like a summer, not for a long time.
They're on our schedule, and it's always one of my favorite road
trips.
Is that
people
right?
Say that. Yeah, people
is
say
that right? We should go up and see that.
Yeah.
That's what we should go see.
Well, John is in the midst of telling you that we want to do some kind of a bus trip up there
for the last 9 years.
Yes,
right.
That has been his thing.
Well, funnily enough, I might be, spoiling something here. I'm not sure if we've actually announced this yet. We have a plan to do a theme night this year on December 5th. It's a Friday night home game called Yins and Yous Night, where we kind of celebrate the cultures of Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, and Northeast Pennsylvania. The Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins are playing the Lehigh Valley Phantoms, Philadelphia's affiliate that night. Might be your perfect excuse to hop on the bus and
Nicholas,
bring some
remember
true
when I
blue
liked you,
Yinzers out here.
And now this is going to be our focus? Oh, you're killing me.
You may have spilled the beans, though.
You just added more on our
yeah,
plate.
Breaking news, and we needed that breaking news bumper.
We'll take it.
Yes.
Okay, second question.
Yes.
Do you have a neighborhood nuh-uh, which can be interpreted, as Josh Axelrod said, in many ways? It could be something that we don't know about your particular neighborhood in which you grew up, or something that you find interesting about a Pittsburgh neighborhood.
And that is how I'm choosing to interpret this. I'm using a very loose interpretation of this question. I was racking this around in my brain. I came up with this. And it's that whenever I bring some friends who have never been to Pittsburgh before, or talk to people who have never been to Pittsburgh, and I tell them I grew up there, they don't want to hear about how many bridges we have. They're not so much interested in the Warhol Museum or what we have going on at the zoo. The sports teams are, of course, always on the news and whatnot, but what they consider a touchstone landmark, and I've had this happen multiple times, John and Rachel. A touchstone landmark for these people is Southside Burger King.
What?
I've heard this. I have heard this.
They are fascinated by the story of Southside Burger King, that they think, hey, if we're going to Pittsburgh, can we go to the Southside Burger King? I'm like, no. Like, guys, this is a really funny story, hilarious story from like 10 years ago. We don't have to go to the Southside Burger King. We can go eat somewhere else. They think that it's like a touchstone landmark here because the story reached them somehow, or I probably told them the story, and they think that is like a huge big deal here in Pittsburgh, is the Southside Burger King.
Generational.
Yeah,
Yes.
Truly.
Oh my God! Yeah, it's like the Millvale Hardee's.
Yeah, which
right?
no longer exists.
Which no longer exists. I don't even know. That's a
I don't know that tale.
very similar story. Very similar story. All right, question number 3. You ready?
Yes.
You can hit it, John.
Oh, you want?
Yeah.
All right. It is a destination procrastination. So this is something you've got, I just have never gotten there. You've driven by there all the time. Oh, I have to go there. And you just haven't done it. Now, you get a little bit of a pass because you've been living in another town. But when you're home and you go by someplace, what is that procrastinated destination?
So in my youth, before I even left for, a full-time job on the other side of the state, knocked off a lot of the heavy hitters.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Actually, just earlier this summer, I finally knocked the aviary off my list. Coincidentally, a little trip with some friends from Wilkes-Barre, Scranton, Northeast Pennsylvania.
Okay.
But so I'm going to throw a couple at you here, and I'm not sure if they fully count.
Okay.
One is Seven Springs.
Oh,
Does
yeah, that counts. For sure.
Never did that.
Yeah.
Never
Is
been to
that
Seven
right?
Springs.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
And then a newer one, I'm not sure if it's too fresh to qualify as procrastination, but Picklesburg. Every year on the calendar, I'm like, oh, yes, I got to go do that. This is the year I finally do that. I have some friends who love pickles. We got to go. And then I see it on social media. Oh, that was last week. Oh, well, I guess next year. And then next year rolls around and it's like, oh, well, that was last week. So I have been able to make it. How many years they've been doing it? 4 or 5?
It just celebrated 10.
See, that's how far behind
Guess
I am.
Guess who MCs the Picklesburg?
Right here, you got your boys and girls.
And so you could literally come and just be at our stand and watch the pickle juice drinking and the pickle bobbing and the pickle eating, which is the most disgusting array of things you'll ever see.
You're not a pickle fan?
Oh, yeah, but I've had to facilitate the competition, and it's gross.
When it's in excess, it becomes a little grotesque.
Right. So I always say about the pickle eating contest, they're smushing it. It is the grossest thing you'll watch, but it'll be some of the best pictures you'll ever get because they're in there. But this past year, Elvis, a man dressed as Elvis, ended up spitting his stuff out on Rachel and never apologized. So
I hate Elvis.
It does get like that.
Yacked pickle juice on you, and he didn't even have the courtesy to be like, sorry about that, pretty mama.
Correct.
Wow.
Correct.
He played the whole part except for that.
Except for that.
And I gave what my kids call my mom face. Like, my boys were like, oh my God, like, you gave the face. And the guy still didn't do anything. I was like, I've never been so angry in my whole life. I stared at Elvis like, you...
Is he like a full-time Elvis impersonator, or is he a guy who became Elvis that day for the bit?
No, he's a good question. I know the answer because it turns out Jeremy Jones, that's his neighbor.
Okay.
He is a full-time Elvis impersonator. He had too much to drink that night, from what we've gathered.
That doesn't sound like Elvis at all.
Right. Came up on stage and did his thing, and it was exceptionally awkward and gross, and I'll never let him back.
Wow.
Yeah, and we saw him or you saw him somewhere else.
Yeah.
Remember, you sent me a picture.
Yeah.
And so he's banned.
Yes, we saw him roaming
Completely
around a public place as Elvis again. Yeah. Yeah.
Never again.
But that's our story.
And this is my pitch to go to Pickle.
That's your pitch.
Thrown up on by Pickle
No,
Elvis?
you know, that's the funniest thing is we see so many people that are not from Pittsburgh that go to
it's crazy.
Picklesburg
Yeah.
because they come to town, and it's almost like the Yinzers go out and go, oh no, let everybody else go do
I
the
got to
thing.
stay away.
Yeah.
No,
it's fun.
But you definitely have to try it.
Yeah.
Because it is something. And I don't know that I love that you love pickles. I don't know that you have to love them. It's the entire fascination of a festival being built around one thing.
Yeah.
One thing.
And
And
we're
what can
so
they do
known
next?
for it.
People were like bull riding pickles
Yeah.
now. There's
Yes.
like pickle ice cream.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, there's
fill in
a
the
beer.
blank. They've figured out a
Correct.
way to do pickles with it.
Correct.
No question.
Yeah.
And make it a national sensation. It literally is unbelievable.
It is.
300,000
We're so
people, something
proud.
like that, go to it. So.
Yeah. 10 years. Haven't been to
Yeah.
one. And every year I say this is the year, and then it's not there.
Well, this is your invite to come on stage and
Yes.
help us call the pickle
Not in an
eating or pickle
Elvis
drinking
contest,
in
costume.
your Wilkes-Barre Penguins voice.
There you go.
Ooh,
Yes.
okay. Yeah,
Yes.
broadcaster voice with the
Yes.
pickles.
I love it. Nicholas, I'm so glad I finally got to meet you in person because we've had the chance to talk to you over a phone, and I've obviously heard a ton of Chamberlain stories. So congratulations on all that you're doing. Kudos for what you're doing, and we'll have to look into the December 5th thing.
What my
You
neighborhood
just created a lot more.
You want my neighborhood nuh-uh?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So I had this neighborhood, and my neighbor became the Wilkes-Barre Penguins broadcaster, play-by-play broadcaster.
that's so cute.
Boom, that's my
Next door.
neighborhood. And you
Right.
go and you say,
Nuh-uh.
Nuh-uh. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
There you go.
I love it. Nicholas, where can everybody find you and follow you?
You can find me on Twitter. That's really the only social media platform I use. I am at _Nick Hart. That's that little line that goes on the bottom of the screen. You might have to search the top of your keyboard to find it, but at
You'll get there.
_NICKHART. Also, follow the Penguins on all
Yes.
social media platforms at WBS Penguins. You don't have to spell out Wilkes-Barre Scranton. We understand that's a lot of characters. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, the whole kit and caboodle at WBS Penguins.
He
Be able to
said kit
keep
and
up with
caboodle.
He
the
did.
various prospects that could be
Yinzers and
skating
you
in a
night,
town near
December.
you.
5th.
Yinzers and yous.
Yeah.
December 5th.
It's John and Rachel, 100.1 FM and AM 1020, KDKA.
It's the little things. The information you need. People you know. The little things that make a big difference. The voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
If you're thinking about retiring soon, be sure to tune into the Net Worth Financial Hour with Beth Andrews of Net Worth Advisors, Saturdays at 1. Beth talks about the latest trends and headlines that could impact your retirement. Don't go into retirement unprepared. Listen every Saturday afternoon at 1 to the Net Worth Financial Hour with Beth Andrews of Net Worth Advisors. Firm offers insurance services. Net Worth Advisors, LLC, is a registered investment advisor.
Looking for the ultimate getaway? Stay and play at the Landing Hotel at Rivers Casino. Whether you're here for a weekend escape or a midweek retreat, we've got everything you need under one roof. Wake up refreshed in one of our stunning rooms and head straight to the action, just steps away from the casino floor. Enjoy a variety of gaming, dining, and entertainment, all just outside your door. Visit riverscasino.com and book your stay today. Experience the best of both worlds at the Landing Hotel at Rivers Casino. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Morning, Zoe. Got donuts.
Jeff Bridges, why are you still living above our garage?
Well, I dig the mattress, and I want to be in a T-Mobile commercial like you. Teach me, Saldana.
Oh, no, I'm not really prepared. I couldn't possibly. At T-Mobile, get the new iPhone 17 Pro. On them, it's designed to be the most powerful iPhone yet and has the ultimate pro camera system.
Wow, impressive. Let me try. T-Mobile is the best place to get iPhone 17 Pro because they've got the best network.
Nice, Jeffrey.
You heard them. T-Mobile is the best place to get the new iPhone 17 Pro on us with eligible trade-in in any condition.
So, what are we having for lunch?
Dude, my work here is done.
24 monthly bill credits on Experience Beyond for well-qualified customers plus tax and $35 device connection charge. Credits ended, balance due if you pay off earlier. Cancel. Finance agreement iPhone 17 Pro, 256 gigs, $1,099.99 and new line minimum $100 plus a month plan with auto pay plus taxes and fees required. Best mobile network in the U.S. based on analysis by Oak Cliff Speed Test Intelligence data 1H2025. Visit T-Mobile.com.
Let me tell you about this new Pretzel Cheddar Club. Hey, I'm Carlos.
And I'm Ebony. And a little thing we love about the Chick-fil-A Pretzel Cheddar Club
is the tangy Dijon with the pretzel bun. It takes it to a whole nother level.
It goes perfectly with the chicken and the cheddar cheese and the bacon.
Man, you know how much you love bacon. And I love the different varieties. Grilled, spicy, original. It gets you nice and excited for fall.
Order the Pretzel Cheddar Club with Cherry Berry and Sprite for a limited time on the Chick-fil-A app. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
There's nothing like when you get that part from eBay and it just fits. Yeah, the first time. So you can do less of this and get right back to more of this. At eBay, you'll find all the parts you need, guaranteed to fit, at prices you'll love. Sounds good, doesn't it? eBay, things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
SchultzFord.com. 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 SchultzFord.com.
It's John and Rachel. John's actually getting our other guest. I love that we have an action-packed full day of great people. Listen, if you were listening before, then you heard in John's voice just how exciting it was to reconvene and catch up with his neighbor, Nicholas. He's so proud of the fact that he went to Wilkes-Barre and has continued to be so successful. But tonight, if you are not going to the game, I'm sure that you will see all of the frenzy through social media with the fact that Marc-Andre Fleury is going to be in town. And I've just loved seeing all the different social media over the last week of people who have been going out to Cranberry so that they could see him just getting ready for the game. It's been pretty cool to see. And what I love, John was even talking about members of his family were just getting ready to get there. There was a line outside the door. I don't know if Nicholas said this on air or not, but he was saying so many people were in Cranberry just to get in to see them prepare for the game. So you can only imagine what tonight's circus is going to be like. So I'm anxious to see all of the great social media. Speaking of social media, my husband just sent me a clip. Bob Pompiani posted the night before Dublin. You have to go see. It's this whole tap dance. So cool. Tap dance to Renegade. So you need to go check that out. Go follow Bob Pompiani. Who doesn't want to follow him? He's one of the best, and he's on here as well. So John is bringing our guest in. I'm really excited because perhaps you heard there's so many unique festivals that are happening around the town. I know today was Baconburg. I believe, Mavuno Festival. There's something else going on today. I can't remember. So many different things at the end of September with 70+ degree weather. We'll take it. But the festival season continues into October, specifically at Vellum Fermentation, which is happening next weekend. And we have Lisa from Hammajack who's going to talk to us. So welcome.
Hi, Rachel. How are you?
You are a pro. You walked right in. You guys were late. I was stalling and talking about lots of things, and you just came in like a pro. So first of all, you left Baconburg. How was that?
I did. Oh, my goodness. I was just telling John on the walk up here, it was way busier than I was expecting.
Oh, good.
My husband came to relieve me so I could come here.
Yes.
I had to run home and get 4 more cases of sauce.
Wow.
Because we were selling out.
Oh my God. Nothing like a sellout, right?
I know.
That brings us joy.
Yes.
Well, great. That's so good to hear because we are making our mark for all these unique little festivals. Nicholas was talking about Picklesburg, which of course is not some little festival.
Oh, right. That's national,
Yes.
nationally recognized.
But I love that we're coming up with so many different and unique things like yours. So tell us a little bit about what can we expect for your event that's happening October 4th.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. There are so many fun things. I have this whole schedule. For example, we have a hot pepper eating contest, which is for like crazy people. Okay. The League of Fire, it's run by them. And these people train year round eating like Reaper peppers. I mean,
so they're coming to town to do this?
People are traveling. Yes. There's one local guy. He goes by the name of Chili Phil. Mike, he works down at Woolies. I mean, how much more yinzer can you be?
Sure.
He's going to be doing the challenge or the competition, and then we have people traveling from other states.
I love this.
And so there's that. That's very intense.
And what is it called? What is the?
Oh, it's called the League of Fire Chili Eating Contest, I believe. I honestly don't even know what it's officially called, but they're going to whoever wins gets a championship belt. There's this big leather belt. It's like a wrestling belt. It's so much fun. So there's that going on. And, of course, you can see all this on my Instagram, the Pittsburgh's Rivers of Fire. But then for the less crazy people, we have the Fire and Ice Challenge.
Oh, okay.
That's where you can eat a hot pepper, and it can be a jalapeno or a cherry bomb, something not too hot. Then you get an ice bath, an actual
oh my
fire and ice. So Pittsburgh Tub Club is a group that I'm a member of here, and they're going to be there with their tubs of water or ice water.
Yeah.
And for everyone who does it, it's free to do.
Yeah.
And for everyone who does it, we're donating $20 to Animal Friends for Veterans.
I love that.
So, and they even have dogs there to like guilt people into it. Like, come on, you got to do
you
it.
need the puppies. Yes, right. I understand. Sure.
Then we have, oh my goodness, tell me when to stop because there's so much, but we'll have our version of Hot Ones. We're calling it Pittsburgh Hot Talk.
Yes.
Alex Eats Everything.
Yeah,
Eats Too Much. Is going to be one of the people. They're going to be interviewed by a local podcast, the Positively Pittsburgh podcast, as they're eating increasingly hot wings made by Cold Friends Kitchen.
Yes.
But every sauce on the wings are going to be provided. They are provided by vendors at the event.
Love
so
this.
It's a lot of fun. And the last person doing that is a local freestyle rapper who's going to rap as he's
Oh
eating
my
the wings.
God. Wow.
Oh my gosh.
So much to see.
So much to see.
I didn't even mention the fire breather.
Yeah. Oh, and then there's a fire breather.
Yeah.
Did you tell us that this was Jenna's idea? The fire breather was Jenna's idea.
Yes.
Yeah.
She said, "Do you have a fire performer?" And I said,
"You're like, I need one."
I said, "Why don't I?"
Yeah. Let me add that to the
Who
list.
doesn't need one, right? But this is the first of its kind in Pittsburgh,
Yes.
right? So talk about that.
Well, oh my goodness, I couldn't even believe that we don't have a hot sauce festival in Pittsburgh. We have festivals for everything, like the mac and cheese. I mean, you could go on and on for the festivals they have, or we have. My husband and I have been to a few hot sauce festivals. We loved the camaraderie among the vendors, the hot sauce makers, and how supportive they were. And we just got so much energy and positivity out of it that when the idea came up, it actually wasn't my idea, but Christy from the Pittsburgh Magazine, I met her once and she said, "Oh, people are saying Pittsburgh needs a hot sauce festival." And it kind of got in my brain. My husband said, "It's a shame we can't do this ourselves." And I said, "Well, what's
Why not?
stopping us?"
Yeah.
And I got her blessing, and that was last October. I cannot believe that we're here and it's actually like working out.
Aw,
It's so
that's
much
so
fun.
awesome.
So much, and Jenna's been awesome.
Oh, Jenna's fantastic.
She's a saint.
Yes.
Yes.
Having
Adore
it there, it wasn't where I was originally planning. I was planning on having it somewhere larger. I'm so glad that I didn't get where I originally wanted because she's so helpful there.
Oh, she's all in.
And then
Yeah.
Gabe with Cold Friends Kitchen.
Yep, he's
they're doing the
fantastic.
wings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a story that is, right?
Yes.
Yes.
And he's actually the first one on our Pittsburgh Hot Talk to be interviewed as he's eating the wings.
I love that.
Yeah,
Such a good guy. And so it is called Rivers.
Pittsburgh's Rivers of Fire. It's a mouthful.
Yeah.
But I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's great.
My husband came up with the name Pittsburgh's Rivers of Fire. So we have our
let-
little-
Oh,
And
there's
all of this
swag.
stems out of you produce a hot sauce.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
I mean, there's that little thing.
Yeah, and you're like, let's make it even better and have everybody come around.
have
It's
everybody.
Hammajack is the name, right?
Yes, Hammajack is our hot sauce. The name resulted from a 4-year-old mispronouncing the word jackhammer.
Oh.
My husband and I had a bathroom remodeling business. My husband Frank had his jackhammer at their house, and this 4-year-old called it a Hammajack. And it became a running joke when we took our hot sauce over. Well, I wasn't a hot sauce person.
Yeah,
When Frank
same.
took his hot sauce over, Max said, "Oh, Hammajack sauce." So that was just a fun thing. We just made
Sure.
it for fun, or Frank
Yeah.
made it for fun. When we went into business, I was looking for, okay, what's the real name going to be?
And
there's
how can
nothing
you
better.
change it? Yeah,
There's
right.
nothing better. Hammajack is awesome.
The story
How
is
can
even,
you not?
the story
Yeah.
behind it is good. Yeah.
Right.
And is there
right.
not some kind of synergy, irony that his name's Frank and there's Hudson?
Oh my goodness!
Come
So,
on.
yeah.
Yes.
So, exactly.
I mean-
and well, here it gets better because our last name is Ray.
Oh,
So
wow.
Sweet Baby Ray.
Oh,
Yes.
Sweet Baby Ray.
So we had to stay away from Frank.
Like you
and
could
Ray.
not. Yeah. Yeah.
Frank, Sweet
so
Baby Ray
Hammajack
sauce.
it was.
Yes, right. Oh my God. So when people go there, they will walk around and they will test. They will dip
Yes.
bread into it or whatever.
They'll have free samples of hot sauces. Now, one option, they could purchase a set of, I'm calling them naked wings without any sauce.
Sure.
Or they can buy some mac and cheese from Veggies and that, or some dumplings from Pittsburgh Dumplings or tacos.
We just had that today.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, let's have you finish because we have to go to a break and we want you to go in clean and tell us all the other things we need to know.
Okay.
It's John and Rachel, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
The Big K Morning Show with Larry Richards.
Larry Richards on the streets of downtown Dublin. This is Ryan Wilkinson, and Ryan has a special connection to Pittsburgh. What is it?
I do. So I'm here with Permane Brothers. We're in Dublin. We're bringing the Permane Brothers love to Dublin. Greatest sandwich in the land, man.
So some point or another, somebody says, did you have it for man?
Weekday mornings 5:30 to 10 on the Voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
The Village at St. Barnabas, the perfect place for mom.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6481. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com
or call 800-575-6481. That's 800-575-6481.
Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
She's back. Join Dr. Bridget Shufo at 9 this Sunday morning and see how her wellness and weight loss help you get rid of excess weight and, more importantly, keep it off with a healthy lifestyle. It's Dr. Shufo's Health and Wellness Show this Sunday at 9 a.m.
Planning your next family getaway? Before you click a book on one of those big travel sites, think about this. They add up to 15% in fees. That's money that could go towards dinners out, souvenirs, and another day of fun. At SWAC Vacation Rentals, we believe your money is for your vacation. By booking directly at swacvacations.com, you save that money for what really matters. The price you see is the price you pay. Find your perfect spot and keep the savings. That's SWAC, S-W-A-C-K, vacations.com.
There's no place like home and no place you'd rather be than at Steelers Style, presented by your neighborhood Ford store, PNC, UPMC, and UPMC Health Plan. Be a part of the largest and most anticipated fundraising event of the year, benefiting Steelers charities. Get your tickets now at Steelers.com/SteelersStyle.
New to Medicare, get covered with MediConnect. Listen Wednesdays around 1:40 to hear Lance O'Brien of MediConnect help you navigate the Medicare process. Simply great, unbiased information to get you the best healthcare coverage. Get covered with MediConnect. Medicare made simple.
Listen to KDKA Radio on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, or TuneIn apps. From the Aetna Studios.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
I'm Allison Keyes. President Trump sends federal troops to Portland, where the mayor insists that they are not needed and says Mr. Trump is trying to create conflict to fit his narrative. CBS's Willie James Inman at the White House.
The president said the deployment would seek to handle, quote, domestic terrorists, and that it was needed to protect immigration and customs enforcement facilities and what he described as war-ravaged Portland. In his post on social media, Mr. Trump said he was authorizing, quote, full force if necessary.
Democratic Oregon Senator Jeff Merkley says
Trump is sending troops to Portland with the goal of, quote, doing a number on the city. And we know what this means. He wants to stoke fear and chaos and trigger violent interactions and riots to justify expanded authoritarian control.
President Trump is asking the Supreme Court for the second time this year to allow him to restrict birthright citizenship. Loyola law professor Lori Levinson.
He is asking the Supreme Court to overturn its own precedent from 127 years ago, go against the plain language of the 14th Amendment that guarantees citizenship to all persons born in the United States, and go a new direction, saying that those who are born here to those who are not lawfully here are not citizens.
At least 3 people are dead in Arizona, and there may be people missing in the wake of severe flooding that left cars floating on roadways and created havoc. CBS's Elena Kwan.
We can now confirm 3 people have died after those heavy rains resulted to sweeping floods throughout Globe, as well as in Miami. And Carl Mefford is the Gila County Emergency Manager.
It's devastating. It really is. And the magnitude is really hard to process. I grew up here, and I don't recognize the town that I grew up in right now.
There are tropical storm conditions expected along parts of the East Coast and Florida starting Monday. John Corello at the National Weather Service.
We do expect it to slow or stall near the South Carolina coast and then turn east into the Atlantic away from the United States. While less likely, there is still a concern for a South Carolina landfall.
The FBI has fired more than a dozen agents seen kneeling during a racial justice protest over the police killing of George Floyd. The murder sparked outrage over racism and police brutality around the globe. The FBI reassigned the agents last spring, but has since fired them. The agency isn't commenting. This as President Trump falsely claims that the FBI put agents on the ground before and during the deadly January 6th riot at the U.S. Capitol, saying that they were probably acting as agitators. This is CBS News.
KDKA and KDKA-FM HD2 Pittsburgh. W261AX Pittsburgh.
Always live on the free Odyssey app.
Pittsburgh, tired of using your summer's painting year after year? Then do what Deanna did. She called Rhino Shield.
I was noticing some cracks and the paint's faded. I was like, okay, I think I should get my house painted. So my neighbor had a Rhino Shield placard in the yard. And after they were finished, I was just, wow. With the warranty and everything, it just seemed silly not to go that route.
The ceramic coating of Rhino Shield is specifically formulated for our climate.
So the Rhino Shield crew came out. Nothing was damaged in the process. I was very happy. You couldn't even tell they were there. And the house looked so different. It just looked like a new home.
And right now you can get the guaranteed protection of Rhino Shield for 10% off the regular price. Plus, there's more great news. Rhino Shield has partnered with Green Sky Financing to offer affordable monthly payments with 0% interest loans to qualified customers.
I think it increases the curb appeal of your home. Definitely worth it.
Here's Rhino Shield Shane Smith.
Call me at 888-RHINO-41. That's 888-RHINO-41.
Don't paint. Go Rhino.
Never paint your house again. Rhino Shield.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
For the afternoon, we'll see clouds and some sun. Can't rule out a sprinkle. High 77. Partly cloudy, fog late, low 56 tonight. Tomorrow and Monday, very warm with some sunshine, mid-80s. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Bill Dager, 100.1 FM and AM 1020, KDKA.
Beckett's amazing. He's a miracle child. In the mornings, he'll wake up and he'll roll the shades up and, Dada, it's time to get up. It's a bright, beautiful day.
He started getting dizzy. At the first of the year, he started going, I have to sit down, I'm dizzy, Mommy. A month after his 3rd birthday, he got diagnosed with ATRT brain cancer. All you can think of is, the kid's not gonna live. The fact that St. Jude doesn't bill is a godsend. And the fact that we don't have to ask for help here makes things a lot easier to go through what we have to go through with Beckett. The fact that they are researching and they are saving these children, it's so important. We wouldn't be where we are without St. Jude, and in turn, we wouldn't be where we are without those people that have donated. They're the reason why my son's still alive.
Finding cures, saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
We're long.
Rachel and John, KDKA Radio, and Crazy Train's playing You're Crazy.
Crazy.
It's a crazy thing to think that we have not had a hot sauce festival ever.
But we do
here
now.
in Pittsburgh. But we do now. October 4th, Lisa, Ham and Jack Hot Sauce, and it's Rivers of Fire?
Yes.
Hot Sauce Festival.
Yep, Pittsburgh's Rivers of Fire.
Okay.
And what can we expect? It's October the 4th at Vellum Fermentation. Love the fact that it's there. That space is bigger than you realize.
Yes.
And it's in the heart of the South Side. Parking is not bad, Pittsburgh. I mean, you're not going to get right up front. Let's just be honest, right? Like, you're just not going to get right in the parking lot. But there is plenty of parking around the South Side, and it is so worth your while to go in there. The beer is fantastic. Jenna and company are fantastic. The event is going to be great. Tell us what we can expect there.
Oh my goodness, it's a whirlwind of activities. So if you are one of the VIP ticket holders, it starts at 11 a.m. They'll have a scavenger hunt that will have prizes. Then you'll get early access to the 18-plus hot sauce vendors that will be giving out free samples of their sauces. And if you'd like to, you can purchase some food from the food trucks, like some naked wings, some mac and cheese, tacos, dumplings.
Oh, yeah, you started to say, what are naked wings?
Yeah. Oh, well, that's just what I'm calling them.
Okay, gotcha. And I was like asking for a friend because I am afraid of hot sauce. So go ahead.
Oh, they're just wings without cooked in any sauce. They're not cooked in any sauce.
Okay.
So they're perfect for taking and then putting some different sauces on
that's a great
sample,
idea. Yeah.
As opposed to just taking hot sauce on a spoon.
Yeah.
So, or mac and cheese is a good option, dumplings, tacos. So you can take those and get samples, but we're going to have plenty of entertainment. We have a hot pepper eating contest by the League of Fire, where people are going to be eating peppers that are like Carolina Reaper peppers. But for the less crazy people, we have the Fire and Ice Challenge that I was talking about, where you eat one hot pepper and then get an ice bath. So for everyone doing that, we're donating $20 to Animal Friends for Veterans. And if you don't want to do it, first of all, we'll have dogs there to guilt you into doing it.
Right.
But if you don't want to do it,
look at them.
Yes. If you don't want to do it, it's fun to watch people suffer. And
Sure.
do it. So we'll have that. Then we have Jen Lee from Iron City Circus Arts. She will be doing a fire show on the ground and in the air. It's all on part of our schedule. She's doing 3 shows. The first one is going to be during the VIP time. I think
smart.
it's 12:30. And she will be pouring samples of hot sauce from the air. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
Oh, my gosh.
Well, of course, how can I forget? We have our version of Hot Ones, Pittsburgh Hot Talk. We have 4 different people getting interviewed. And while they're eating these hot wings, every wing gets hotter with a hotter hot sauce. All of the sauces are provided by vendors that are at the event. The wings are provided by Cold Friends Kitchen. The last person doing the Pittsburgh Hot Talk is the local freestyle rapper, Fun Guy, and he is going to freestyle rap as he's eating the wings.
Love it.
It's just, I think I tried to squeeze way too much in. I want to make sure everyone has entertainment.
I don't think you did at all.
No,
I think that's what a festival is.
Yes, lots of and then, of course, there's the giant pinball room.
Oh, my gosh.
Yes. Right.
So if you just want to be an onlooker and support the fact that we have a new festival in town, you can go hang out at the arcade.
Yes.
I mean, that's the coolest part. And grab a beer.
Yes.
Vellum Fermentation, October 4th. Where do people find out more information?
They can find out. We have a full website that is www.pittsburghsriversofFire.com. If that's too long to remember or type in, you can find it from Hammajack, HAMMAJACK.com. And of course on Instagram. We're at Hammajack
What do
Sauce.
we do without Instagram?
Yeah. And then at Pittsburgh Rivers of Fire. Yeah. If you just Google Pittsburgh Hot Sauce Festival, it comes
It's coming up.
Yeah.
I love that. I'm so happy for you. Your passion has always just preceded you. And from the minute we met you, we knew that this was something that was important, and we're so glad that it's going through.
And I wasn't a hot sauce person.
Yeah, right.
I didn't even like hot sauce when we started selling it.
Yeah. Hey, and we would be remiss if we didn't remind people, make sure you check out Nellie, who is the Pittsburgh food nerd. She did a segment with you that's going to air on our G-Chat that's coming up this week. So we're excited to get a little sneak peek of that.
We had so much fun.
I'm so glad.
Nellie
She's great.
She's not a big hot person.
Yeah.
And neither am I. And the two of us with Jenna sat down and Gabe made the wings, and we did the hot challenge.
Oh, okay.
I love it.
We did just a little drop.
Yeah. Yeah, just dip your toe a little bit.
We just had a lot of fun. And of course, the beer was there to help cool our mouths.
Yes.
You know.
No ice bath for that one. All right, Lisa, you cannot give the website again or tell anybody where to get tickets again until you answer a couple of Yinzer questions. So we'll go with the first one. What is the neighborhood nuh-uh, something we need to know about?
Oh, that's the hardest one. Okay, so I don't even know if this counts as a neighborhood nuh-uh. It's kind of a Pittsburgh nuh-uh.
Okay.
That I found interesting. One of U.S. Steel's, my husband is a big local industry history buff.
Okay.
So one of U.S. Steel's blast furnaces in the early 60s was the largest in the world at the time. And the president of U.S. Steel, Leslie Worthington, named the furnace Dorothy after his first wife. And that became a trend to name furnaces after women. I don't know. I just found that very interesting.
I never knew that's why it was called Dorothy.
Thank you. Good. I'm glad it was interesting.
So you said it was hard, but you were good at it.
Yeah.
You were really good at it.
Rivers of Steel, Dorothy.
Right. Oh,
and I was thinking, like, there's no place like home. But go ahead. That's my favorite movie.
Right. Well, you know what? And Frank is the one, my husband's the one that came up with the name Pittsburgh's Rivers of Fire. And he said he was inspired
I was just
by
going to
Rivers
say
of
that.
Steel.
Okay.
Yes.
I love that. I love
All
that
right.
connection. All right. Next up, what is your procrastination destination? That place in Pittsburgh where you say, I'm going to get there, but you've not been.
Well, that was really hard, too, because I've been to, I actually have been to, Pittsburgh has so many cool places, but Randyland.
It's number one on our list. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I've biked past there so many times. I've never gone in yet.
Okay. Do you live on our side?
I don't. The kitchen is in the north side where I cook.
Yeah.
But I bike around wherever.
I love that.
But yeah, I've been past it. It looks so cool.
Yeah.
But never been in.
Never been?
Okay. That's that's like the number one answer. People want to get there, but they've not been yet.
Yeah.
And what would make us revoke your Yinzer card?
Oh, I don't admit it.
Do it.
Okay. I've not been watching the Steeler games.
Oh, girl. It's okay.
Okay. I used to be a huge fan before I had a child, and then just like, other
Life.
things. Yeah, life.
You were lifing.
Right,
That's all.
right,
And it happens.
I mean, if I get invited to a party to watch, I will, and it's interesting, but I'm lifing.
You found out that shopping on Sunday between 12 and 4 was really easy to do.
That is my trick. I'm telling you. Yeah.
Especially during playoffs.
And here's the thing. I say the same thing. Like, I support the Steelers. I love that we're in Dublin tomorrow. The game's going to be fantastic. But, like, am I watching the game? Not really.
You want them to win because you want the city to be happy. You want everything to be positive.
And we're part of it. Yes. And so you're a supporter.
And they will win or lose whether you're watching them or not. And if you're out shopping or getting something to eat, you don't have the stress of going, oh, my God, why did that just happen? And start yelling at your TV.
Correct.
Like my husband does.
Yeah.
That's all. But no, I love when people come on and they're very worried about how Pittsburgh's going to react. You're fine because people have said much worse. So you are just fine. So before we let you go, Lisa, one more time, where do people find out more information, and how excited are you for this event that's going to be here just before you're going to six sleeps, right?
This is the most exciting professional time of my life. This is so exciting, so much fun. I love Pittsburgh. I love the city. Born and raised here. I love that I can bring something new here that people are so excited about.
Yeah.
They can find out more at Pittsburgh's riversoffire.com. You can see a list of all the vendors that will be there, and you can purchase tickets through the website. And you can also check out hammerjack.com, which has a little bit of information about it as well. And then Instagram.
But don't downplay this whole hammerjack thing because
I know.
Do people buy that in the stores or just online or at festivals?
This has been huge. We are now, as of 2 months ago, Giant Eagle Market District picked up all 6 of our main sauces, all 6 of their stores. That was kind of our, I don't know what the word would be, but that was the thing that cemented, okay, we're gonna make it.
Yeah.
Up until even just a few months ago, maybe last spring, I wasn't sure if we were going to make it another season. Season meaning this fall, we get as many local peppers as we can and we put them in fermentation. So it's a big deal to make. Are we going to invest thousands of dollars in peppers or not?
Yeah.
And up until, just a few months ago, I didn't know. And that order came in, and we're in a number of other stores too. But that was a key, getting into the Giant Eagle Market District. Yes, a milestone.
I love that.
Lisa, awesome. October 4th, it is Rivers of Fire. It is the Hot Sauce Festival at Vellum. We're going to go talk about cheese next, Rach.
No offense. I'm happy for you and your hot sauce,
cheese
sister,
dipped
but
in
I
hot
can't
sauce.
wait for
Hot sauce
cheese.
is great on cheese.
Yes.
It's John and Rachel, 100.1 FM and AM 1020, KDKA.
When you need to talk, we're here for you. Always have been. News Radio KDKA.
At Baths R Us, we believe home improvement is life improvement, and that starts with the team who brings your vision to life. Our installers aren't just skilled, they're experts.
This is who we are. This is what we do all day, every day.
Right now, get $1,500 off a shower or tub replacement or $3,000 off a full bathroom remodel. Plus, loads and no monthly payments. Call 412-556-BATH to schedule your free estimate or go to bathsrus.com. 412-556-2284. Baths R Us, where dreams soak in.
Lunch was great. Lawrenceville is such a fun spot.
Can we stop at a bathroom?
Are you all right?
I keep having stomach issues after eating, like diarrhea, gas and bloating, abdominal pain, and sometimes oily stools.
Sound familiar? Those stomach issues may actually be a pancreas issue called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. Creon pancrelipase may help manage EPI. Creon is a prescription medicine used to treat people who can't digest food normally because their pancreas doesn't make enough enzymes.
Creon may increase your chance of fibrosing colonopathy, a rare bowel disorder. Tell your doctor if you have a history of intestinal blockage or scarring or thickening of your bowel wall. If you are allergic to pork, or if you have gout, kidney problems, or worsening of painful swollen joints. Call your doctor if you have any unusual or severe gastrointestinal symptoms or allergic reactions. Take Creon as directed by your doctor and always with food. Do not chew capsules as this may cause mouth irritation. Other side effects may include blood sugar changes, gas, dizziness, sore throat, and cough. These are not all the side effects of Creon. Call 800-633-9110 or visit creoninfo.com to learn more. That's CREONinfo.com.
I'm asking my doctor about EPI and if Creon could help.
Feel like everything's clouded by doubt? Visit CaliforniaPsychics.com. Our psychics are available to talk 24/7, and we guarantee if it's not life-changing, it's free. Experience the joy of certainty. California Psychics.
Check the back seat. Check the back seat.
Gets in your head, right? Good, because every year dozens of children are forgotten in the back seat. Cars get hot fast and can be deadly, so get it in your head. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Are you having trouble hearing? Hearing loss can devastate the quality of your life. Now, there's an affordable fix for you or your loved one. Rated the best hearing aids of 2025 by Forbes Health, Audion Hearing has the highest quality hearing aids at the lowest prices, starting at just $98 a pair.
I actually like them better than my old $5,000 hearing aid.
I could not believe how my hearing and life changed.
Join over 1 million happy customers by going to audionhearing.com. That's AUDIEN hearing.com.
Did you miss this week's Allegheny Health Network Medical Frontiers? Log on to the Allegheny Health Network website to listen to your favorite Medical Frontier show. Visit ahn.org/Medical Frontiers podcast and look for your favorite Medical Frontiers show.
The KDKA radio text line is driven by Kenny Ross Auto Group. Find your best deal and Pittsburgh's best warranty at kennyross.com.
Listen to KDKA Radio on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, or TuneIn apps.
It is Rachel and John jagging around KDKA, and we're going to talk about cheese. We're talking about hot sauce, but one of the things we have to talk about is a little bit about customer service, because I just had good customer service that we were just talking about our next guest too. But our guest right now, Rick from Rorick Honda out there in the Bloomfield area. We appreciate you coming on here. Rick, how are you today? Are things going good out there at Rorick Honda in Bloomfield? Rick? Can we hear you, Rick? Rick. All right. Well, so anyways.
We need to know, did Rick have the Hammer Jack sauce?
Right.
Because somebody just called in after listening to the segment about Hammer Jack, and they said, we want to know, like, where else can we get it? Which is great to know that it's obviously Giant Eagle.
And they can get it at our office because it's sitting right there on our desk over there.
If you haven't had it already. I admitted, Lisa's just a gem of a person.
Yeah.
I'm not a hot sauce person. No matter the type, I'm not going to like it. I'm not a sauce person in general. Are you?
I'm definitely a sauce person. Like, I'm not a condiments person, as you know. Like, I like mustard,
ketchup.
But I can't do ketchup. I can't do mayo. But hot sauce is definitely 100%. As a matter of, I'm trying to think, what other sauces do I like or don't? Mainly, and I'm not a salad dressing person either. I really like sort of like naked salads or whatever. But
because she said naked chicken, so now that's your thing.
Right. But again, hard to believe that it's taken Pittsburgh this long to have a hot sauce festival.
Agreed.
And
who knew?
The bad news is that we get to go to a really nice event on October 4th. One of our people is getting married.
That's why we can't do it.
But we can't go.
Yeah, so many great things happening in October. Our next guest, after we talk with Rick about the importance of customer service and how you can continue to promote good events, because if you're relating to the person, they want to come. They want to support something. They want to come to you, and you're the subject matter expert. So we want to talk to him about that. But after that, we are talking to a couple of folks about my favorite food. What is that? John, if you were to play Jeopardy with me, what category would it be?
Cheese.
No, that's not. You ask it in the form of a question.
What is Rachel's favorite food? Cheese.
Oh, that was a big letdown.
All
okay.
right. Well,
Do we want to see, is Rick on?
Is Rick on? Rick, can you hear us?
Yes.
All right, Rick, how are you?
Good, you?
Good,
we are good. We have been talking about the importance of supporting, obviously supporting local, but supporting customer service and how customer service is the key to anything. You're over there in the Bloomfield area. Tell us, what has been the key to your success at Rorick Honda for people to want to come through that door over and over again?
I think it starts with your personnel. If you look at some of the personnel we have, we got Nancy has been with us for 40 years. We have Dennis and Ed, they've been there for 25 plus years. Marcus and Stan with 15 plus years. Nathan and Vicky with 10 plus years. We don't have turnover. So when these people come back to us, they're 9 times out of 10 they're dealing with the same person they bought a car from or serviced their car with. So it's nice to see the familiar face, not like other dealerships where you go and it's always like a revolving door. So when you come back here, you'll always see you'll see somebody you recognize for sure.
Rick, I think one of the things we observed since you took over up there is that you're the when I went to college, it was called management by walking around. You walk around the dealership.
No desk.
No desk. You're walking around, making sure everybody's getting what they need to do and getting done, and making sure you're supporting your team to get done what needs to get done in a very genuine way. I love the fact. Is that something you observed when you were coming up within the ranks, or how did you determine that that's the way you wanted to manage?
Well, I think it's important for every customer to get greeted. And you go to a lot of dealerships, and we just had one today where they went to another dealership, and 3 people looked at them, and no one said hi or greeted them, and they left.
That's it.
Wow.
9 times out of 10, when you come to our store, I'll be the one greeting you.
And that is so important because it's true. I do that. If I'm walking into anywhere, whether it's a car dealership, a retail place, if I need something, and I feel like I'm becoming that Progressive commercial like my parents, but it is so true. If somebody is friendly and they're welcoming you, that's the person you want to stay with. That's the person who you want to make the connection with.
Oh, absolutely, and I agree. So, I mean, that's the importance that we put on it, and all of the management staff actually is very involved, and even our finance manager, he gets out and he talks to people. We're not there just to sell cars. We want to help people too, and the importance of having all the experience. There's nothing we haven't seen or heard, and I've been in the business. This is my 33rd year, so there's nothing we haven't seen, heard, or haven't done before. So it's just good to have that knowledge and experience behind you.
And Rick, Rachel and I were just coming up. We do word games as we're driving around, sitting in traffic. It keeps me from getting angry in my Honda.
It doesn't.
And
it doesn't.
And one of the things, we need to flip this term around, because when I was growing up, people would say, "Oh, you're like a used car salesman. You're a car salesman." It was really a negative connotation.
It was a negative connotation.
But really, when we want to flip that, the fact that it's a career to sell cars means you're helping people meet the needs of what their family needs as far as transportation. So I think we need to flip that idea, and you guys do that.
Yeah, like John came up with this whole idea that people need to see who the person is and how they enjoy the art of the sale, and why it's important for it to not be a sale, rather a relationship builder. Is that a fair take?
Absolutely. And if you take, for one example, if you just take Marcus, and if you just look at his credenza and his glass wall, and he's got hundreds of thank you cards. So, I mean, people genuinely, he has a relationship with them. He's had a relationship with them for, going on 15 years.
Yeah.
And I mean, he'll go outside and he'll wave at people and he'll say, "Hey, I sold them 5 years ago." They're walking. He recognizes everybody. So it's a genuine care.
Yeah. I think that's one of the things we see is that, I know for me, it's not an endorsement. I guess it is.
You're older than me.
I bought my car there.
Yeah.
We used it for a demo, and then I said,
yeah.
I really like this car so much that I want to get it. But the fact is that when I go back there, the same person that sold me the car, as you're getting to, Rick,
it's so true.
4 years ago, is still there.
And he asked
Marcus is still there. Yeah, asked me, "How's it going? How do you like it?" And all that. That's cool that it's not this turnstile of employees up there with you.
Well, the last time we were actually in there, it was funny because Marcus had a client there, and he said, "Oh my gosh, Rachel, you need to know this guy because he reminds me of your dad. Tell him who your dad is. You guys got to talk this through because you have a connection." And it turned out he knew the manager for Michael Jackson. So we get into this full conversation about music in the middle of the showroom floor, and Marcus is like, "This is the 7th car he's bought from me, him and his whole family." That's the stuff you want to hear about.
Oh, absolutely. And it's not just Marcus. It's the whole sales team in general. They have so many clients that have bought so many cars, and they take care of people, and they answer phones, they call people back. They do everything that's important for the customer to feel like they're not a customer, they're part of the family.
Yeah, Rick, when you have your sort of weekly meetings, sort of the team, I think you guys do something on Saturday mornings or whatever, what are you instilling in them? You say, yes, we need numbers, but we need relationships first. Is that sort of the message that you do?
Yeah, we don't talk about numbers as much as everyone sets their goals and they know what they got to do. And I think talking about numbers just puts numbers before people. So what we really concentrate on is just, like the little things, the areas they're struggling in. So we go around, we do a round table and say, what can we help you with this week? Or is there a customer that we need to reach out to? We think that's more important than going over numbers.
We're getting approaching Halloween time, Rick, and we go to haunted houses and we get scared. We do not want people to be scared. There's no reason to be, as Pittsburghers would say, a scared walking into your showroom.
If you say a scared, I'm going to call you out because I hate that word.
But there's no reason because it's a friendly face and they're not there to attack. They're there to help. I think that's the thing we observe all the time, and that's what you started.
Absolutely. Speaking of Halloween, we got the Halloween parade at Liberty Avenue in Bloomfield. We'll pass out candy. We also do a donation to the Bloomfield City Council. And we do, we'll take a car, we'll load up, we'll buy the candy, we'll pass it out to the kids. It's just a nice time because with the price of candy, the price of candy's gone way up this year. So we'll participate in that, and we have to participate in that for a lot of years. So we look forward to that this year and helping local families take a little cost out of their pocket.
We love that, and we love that you're so community-oriented. Thank you so much for chatting with us about the importance of customer service and obviously the great things that Honda's doing. And Rick, we'll have to talk to you again soon.
Absolutely. And the one last thing, when not just buying a car from, and there's relationship and everything, but you also get the work advantage, which is huge.
Great point.
Yeah,
we
inspections, oil changes, I get them all.
Oh, my. You got it. All right, so we've talked about the importance of all the relationship building that we're doing, but nothing says relationship better than cheese.
Cheese.
I mean, or at least for me.
Please.
If you want to get to know Rachel, then bring me some cheese, and the next guest did. So stay with us so you can hear more about a cheese event. It's John and Rachel, 100.1 FM and AM 1020, KDKA.
This is the story of the one. As a custodial supervisor at a high school, he knows that during cold and flu season, germs spread fast. It's why he partners with Grainger to stay fully stocked on the products and supplies he needs, from tissues to disinfectants to floor scrubbers. Also that he can help students, staff, and teachers stay healthy and focused. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Make 380 Auction to Murraysville your next stop for discounts and bargains. Trucks come in every week. 380 Auction has name brand furniture, fall moms, also tools, birdseed, automotive supplies, pet supplies, lawn and garden, toys, food, and new items arriving daily. 380 Auction is open Tuesday through Sunday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Or call 724-339-3132. That's 724-339-3132. Or log on to shop380.com and save.
The Colorectal Cancer Alliance wants you to know a lot of things in life are preventable.
Ooh, gas station sushi.
That's preventable. And even colon cancer can be preventable if you get screened. If you're 45 or older, talk to your doctor. Go to colorectalcancer.org to learn more.
Mommy, how come I can't sit in the front seat?
Because I love you and you're just not ready yet.
Putting your kids in the right seat for their age and size is an act of love. Check that your kids are in the right seat at nhtsa.gov/the right seat. Love protects. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Here's the latest from the KDKA Community Message Board.
If you're over 60 and looking for a weight loss program built specifically for you, Awaken 180 is your solution with Awaken 180 Golden, a new 1 to 3 month program for fast weight loss tailored to those over 60. Online at awaken180weightloss.com. September is Prostate Cancer Awareness Month. Living with metastatic prostate cancer, you may qualify for the Legion 100 trial, studying an investigational therapy designed to activate your immune system. There's more ahead. Time to get busy living. Learn more today at legion100trial.com. New to Rivers Casino? Join now and earn up to $1,000 free slot play. Stop by Rush Rewards on your next visit to start earning today. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Details at KDKARadio.com. For generations, you've listened to us in your kitchen, catching baseball games on your front porch, and ending your day as your bedtime buddy. Now, you can watch us every day on your TV with our new KDKA Radio YouTube page or by clicking on KDKARadio.com. It's presented by Metropolitan Windows. Same great content, more live visuals. The voice of Pittsburgh, 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
This is attorney Christine Brown Murphy with the law firm of Zachariah Brown. If you have a loved one in a nursing home, we need to talk. Give our office a call at 724-942-6200 or visit our website at pittsburghelderlaw.com.
Morning, Zoe. Got donuts.
Jeff Bridges, why are you still living above our garage?
Well, I dig the mattress, and I want to be in a T-Mobile commercial like you. Teach me, Saldana.
Oh, no, I'm not really prepared. I couldn't possibly. At T-Mobile, get the new iPhone 17 Pro on them. It's designed to be the most powerful iPhone yet and has the ultimate pro camera system.
Wow, impressive. Let me try. T-Mobile is the best place to get iPhone 17 Pro because they've got the best network.
Nice, Jeffrey.
You heard them. T-Mobile is the best place to get the new iPhone 17 Pro on us with eligible trade-in in any condition.
So, what are we having for lunch?
Dude, my work here is done.
24 monthly bill credits on experience beyond for well-qualified customers plus tax and $35 device connection charge. Credits end and balance due if you pay off earlier. Cancel. Finance agreement iPhone 17 Pro 256 gigs, $1,099.99 and new line minimum $100 plus a month plan with auto pay plus taxes and fees required. Best mobile network in the U.S. based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence data 1H2025. Visit T-Mobile.com.
Join us as we celebrate our hometown heroes Wednesday, October 15th at Rivers Casino, including Jerome Bettis and Lucas Pyatt, plus John Cole, Melinda Kalizai, Bernard Alexander, Lynn Banaszak, and Dwayne Brown. Larry's Hometown Heroes, proudly presented by Debbie Hampson and NRG, and brought to you by McGuire Memorial, Mike's Beer Bar, Levin Furniture, the Pittsburgh Steelers, AAA Travel, AquaGuard Systems, Julian Gray Associates, AE7, and the Alzheimer's Association. Tickets at KDKA-Radio.com.
If you're thinking about retiring soon, be sure to tune into the Net Worth Financial Hour with Beth Andrews of Net Worth Advisors, Saturdays at 1. Beth talks about the latest trends and headlines that could impact your retirement. Don't go into retirement unprepared. Listen every Saturday afternoon at 1 to the Net Worth Financial Hour with Beth Andrews of Net Worth Advisors. Firm offers insurance services. Net Worth Advisors, LLC, is a registered investment advisor.
Join Rob Pratt every Sunday at 11 a.m. for Black and Gold Sunday, presented by Coons Market, your hometown Pittsburgh grocer. Rob keeps you posted on Pittsburgh sports with 2 hours of exciting talk. That's Black and Gold Sunday, 11 to 1, presented each week by Coons Market.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
Today brings clouds and some sunshine, perhaps an afternoon and evening shower toward the Laurels with a high of 77, but expect a clear finish tonight with some fog late and a low of 56, followed by a warmer day tomorrow with more sunshine than clouds and a high of 85, with sun and some clouds for Monday, high 83. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist LaTroy Thornton, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
All right. It's the weekend. We'll be back at it on Monday. Lots to talk about, including the black and gold overseas. We'll reconvene Monday right here, KDKA. Colin Dunlap, 2 to 6.
It is John and Rachel, and we are telling you, say cheese, because we are talking about the different events that are happening. We told you that there is a festival happening next weekend, which we're super stoked for. So we have your entire weekend planned, because on Saturday, you can go on the 4th to Vellum Fermentation, and then on the 5th, you can go say cheese. Our friend Carrie Ford and our friends at Good Taste Pittsburgh, they are doing Sunday the 5th at Mazzata Winery. I don't know where this is, so we need to start there.
Yeah, there are 2 shifts, by the way.
2 different, sessions.
Yes.
Shifts.
Okay.
Shifts make it sound like work. This is going to be fun.
There's a blue collar thing there.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so we're really excited because this is one of the Good Taste Pittsburgh events, and there are so many of our favorite people who are involved, one of whom was literally on the podcast 2 weeks ago. And when we were talking to our friend Carrie Ford, and she said, oh, well, Chef Aleka's part of it, we were like, yes. In fact, we're going to visit with her to do a video. And then we found out that our friend Cheese Queen was a part of it. We found out Nosh and Kurt are a part of it. And then she threw a name at us. And we said, oh my gosh, Salonica Imports, they were just on the podcast, and now we get to talk to Chris yet again. So Chris, welcome back, but now this time on the radio.
Thanks for having us. Appreciate it.
We're
Chris,
happy to have
what
you.
a magical way Rachel bought you time to get everything set up literally in about 20 seconds.
You know?
You were good. You were like a magician over there, setting up all these cheeses and bottles of wine and getting the details from Carrie. Like, okay, I'm ready to go. So, utmost professional on both of your parts as Rachel was watching it happen. So, and I'm just here pressing buttons.
We work on the fly.
Absolutely.
That's
it. Yeah. And so, Chris, we talked to you in not quite the depth, but we got to talk to you more so about your amazing place in Bellevue. And this time we're talking about I didn't even know cheese was a thing with you. So talk about what is obviously we know the name of the event, but Salonica Imports, what is that? And what do you do there, and how does it relate to cheese?
We're a Mediterranean food importer. We've been in business since 1987. I've been the owner probably since 2006, so 19 years. We import from Greece, Turkey, Spain, Mediterranean food. So primarily olives, olive oil, roasted red peppers, oregano. If it's Greek, we import it. But we, in terms of cheese is a big part of the Mediterranean culture, especially Greek, Italian, Spanish. A lot of the cheeses from Greece are from sheep or goat. So we have a nice selection that we're going to be presenting at the event next week.
Yeah, that's so cool.
So Chris, this is just so cheese is what Rachel's been. It's her
my jam.
favorite food. It ranks just under tiramisu, but then we talked about this cheesecake that you have. So at the event there, what will you guys will be just offering taste, or will you be paired with a wine?
What is the event?
Because it's at Mazzata Winery, right?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. It's on Sunday, October the 5th, 1 to 3 and 3 to 5. It's in Allison Park. So right off of Route 8.
Yeah.
Intersection of Route 8 and 910.
Yeah.
So visited with Frank Mazzata. He has a great place, a lot of nice wines, and we will be doing sampling, but also educating customers on how to pair them with certain types of cheese with whatever wine makes the most sense.
First time you've been working with Good Taste Pittsburgh, because Good Taste has done a lot of other food festivals around town.
This is probably the third or fourth event that we've had.
Okay.
So Dee, who runs it, does a really nice job. So we're happy to be part of this one also.
Yeah.
Well, I'm a little bit bummed, I got to tell you, because we are doing the Oktoberfest, and I wish I knew about this just a little sooner. No offense, Pittsburgh Downtown Partnership. I'm all about the Oktoberfest happening, but I would love to come to this. And we've been to Dee's events, and we've worked with Carrie quite a bit in the past, but they're always great events, and they cater to people in what they really want to try, cheese being one of them. So are you pairing? I have some wine in front of me. I've never done this. I'm drinking on air, John. I'm just a little
I'm not sure we're allowed to say that. I hit the dump button.
It's a sip, yeah. But are you doing some pairings? Like, what can we expect from you?
Absolutely, yeah. There's, Frank probably in his assortment of wines probably has 20 to 30 types of wines.
Oh, wow.
Traditional wines like Merlot and Cabernet.
Sure.
But then I was impressed by his selection of wines that were completely pressed by different types of fruit, like pineapple and cherry, which I've never even had a pineapple wine before.
I wouldn't have known that. Are you a wine person, like by liking?
I'm enough to be dangerous. That's
I'm not a wine person. In other words, I wouldn't know, and this is terrible to say, but when someone says this is a $400 bottle, I would not know the difference. Because I don't know that I have acquired a taste well enough.
Sure.
But people say you do develop that. The more that you try different things, the more you learn, and the more you pair.
Absolutely.
Is that fair?
I mean, that's kind of like when I got into the food import business.
Sure.
And olive oil. I mean, I knew enough to be dangerous with that also. But with the olive oil, I like to tell people it's what you prefer. It's what you like. Try enough that you sample it, and that's the beauty of this type of event, that you can sample the wines and the cheese, and you say, I've never tried it before, but okay, I gave it a shot. I like it. I don't like it, and then figure out what you. So it's just trial and error, but you got to try it. So.
And Chris, the cheese that you're going to have, will then people have follow up on where they can purchase that cheese?
Absolutely.
Is that how that happens?
Absolutely. We'd love for it to be. To visit our store, where we have in front of our warehouse, we have a market that it's in Lower Lawrenceville.
Okay.
So we'd love to, bring people there and experience what other items that we have that they can, buy and sample.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So it's going on in Allison Park at Mazzata Winery. Now, you brought us some cheeses. These are Mediterranean cheeses, so there's no Velveeta here whatsoever. So for you Yinzers out there going, did he bring any Velveeta?
If you were in Greece and you ate Velveeta, you'd be excommunicated. You'd never be allowed back into the country.
We talk about losing your Yinzer card. You'd lose your Greek card, right?
Well, you know what's really funny? We were just talking to someone not too long ago at Alloy 26 about how in Altoona, John's a big pizza person. I'm not. But in Altoona, there's Altoona Pizza, which, Carrie, you may be familiar with, and they use American cheese.
I could say that.
Oh, my gosh. I mean, it doesn't even sound like...
It all depends on the menu. Once again, it's kind of like the wine and
You're
cheese.
being
It
too
depends
nice.
on what you prefer and what you like.
It also depends on the amount of wine or beer you've had prior.
That is a true story.
For sure.
I definitely want to try what you brought, but in the meantime, I want to make sure that everybody understands, as you said, 2 different sessions, and there you can it's going to sell out. So you can sign up for either one that you want to attend. But some of the other folks who, again, we said are some of our favorite people who are doing great things in the city. Megan McGinnis, who is properly named the Cheese Queen. Chef Aleka, one of our absolute favorite chefs. She's a good time. She's been on this show a bunch of times. It's Cherish Creamery, which is more goat and cow cheese. So that sounds absolutely delicious. And Nosh and Curd, we've been there. We had a great pairing there with her and Konica.
Konica, yeah.
Fantastic time. Dee's Jams and Salonica Imports. So what will you be having? Obviously Mediterranean, but tell us, like, when we talk to Megan, for example, the Cheese Queen, she'll say, oh, well, this type of cheese takes on this type of taste. And as she's explaining it, like, you're realizing it. It's crazy because I don't know if you realize it until someone's explaining it. What would we expect with yours?
Sure. Most Greek cheeses are from sheep or goat, and that's primarily driven by, Greeks don't have a lot of cows. You know, it's it's a small little country. It's mountainous.
Okay.
Not a lot of huge pastures. So, so sheep and goat, most of the ones all of the ones that we sample will be primarily from sheep.
Okay.
Some a mix. There's
so
one cheese
from texture, not real creamy.
No, quite the opposite.
Yep.
Sheep's milk and goat's milk cheese. They're very lean. Goat's milk is very lean, low fat, but sheep very creamy.
Oh,
So,
okay.
yeah. And a lot of the cheese that we will sample, the yellowish type of cheeses will be on the sharper side.
Sharper.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
So that's what I was looking for. I wondered. Okay. Wow. And so what do you pair that with?
Well, they pair with any type of wine, but once again, it depends on what you prefer. You know, if it's a sharper cheese, sometimes you offset it with a a sweeter wine like Rieslings, Merlots. Frank gave us a nice selection of wines, but the Merlots go with a lot of these cheeses. I mean, a little sweeter, crazy sweet. Cheese, I can definitely give you the what it pairs with in terms of food and other types of food.
Yeah.
But
Gotcha.
the wines, it'll definitely he has a nice selection.
Now,
right.
Chris, when you're eating cheese, is there we talk about cheese and crackers, cheese and pepperoni, cheese and sauces. Are you just like a cheese plate? You just like maybe some cheese and olives, things like that?
Myself personally, definitely. I mean, we're obviously in the cheese and olive business. We're even dipping bread. Bread pairs well. A lot of fresh made bread with olive oil. But fruits, figs go really well.
I
nuts.
love figs. Yes.
I mean, at my place when we have parties at our home, we'll put a charcuterie board out and no one will eat dinner because we've loaded up on everything prior to that. So we my wife is like, okay, ease up with all the charcuterie board stuff. So.
And I forget, when did you invite us to come to that party at your house?
Anytime. Open invitation. That's like in Greece. The front door is always open.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I love that. I want to hear more about the olive oil.
Yeah, I want to hear about the customs, like what would happen over there as far as if we were going
we only
to a
have one
cheese tasting,
more
right?
9-minute segment.
I know,
so we
right?
may have
And part
to.
of that includes eating cheese.
So listen, if you're just tuning in, we are talking to Chris, and he is from Salonica Imports. We are talking about the Say Cheese event that's happening Sunday, October the 5th from 1 to 6. They're two different sessions. They are from 1 to 3 o'clock and 4 to 6 o'clock. You can buy passes for both, and we suggest that you do it quickly because this is going to sell out. And it is at a winery that I've not heard of, and I need to get there because
it's near your house.
It's sort of close to me. So anyway, we're going to talk more to Chris and find out a couple Yinzer things as well. It's John and Rachel, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Every Tuesday morning at 7:20, listen for Inside Independence Health, a look at all things healthcare with the experts from Independence Health System. It's brought to you by Independence Health System. Expert care here.
The end of summer sale means big savings today at EV True Value Hardware in Bethel Park. 20% off Harmony Organic Insect Control. 20% off Sniper, your hospital-grade virus and killer. Introducing Knockout. 20% off this multi-purpose odor eliminator. Come for the savings, come for the cookout, come for the book sale to benefit the Bethel Park Public Library. All happening at EV True Value Hardware in beautiful Bethel Park today.
At LaFace & McGovern, they're proud to be Pittsburgh's trusted partner in lighting, controls, services, and power solutions. For 48 years, L&M has worked alongside architects, engineers, and contractors to bring innovative, sustainable solutions to life. From specification support and technical expertise to project management and specialty lighting, their team is dedicated to delivering excellence. L&M believes in building relationships, supporting community, and helping spaces shine brighter. LaFace & McGovern, lighting the way for Pittsburgh since 1977.
Morning, Zoe. got donuts.
Jeff Bridges, why are you still living above our garage?
Well, I dig the mattress, and I want to be in a T-Mobile commercial like you. Teach me, Saldana.
Oh, no, I'm not really prepared. I couldn't possibly. At T-Mobile, get the new iPhone 17 Pro. On them, it's designed to be the most powerful iPhone yet and has the ultimate Pro camera system.
Wow, impressive. Let me try. T-Mobile is the best place to get iPhone 17 Pro because they've got the best network.
Nice, Jeffrey.
You heard them. T-Mobile is the best place to get the new iPhone 17 Pro on us with eligible trade-in in any condition.
So, what are we having for lunch?
Dude, my work here is done.
The 24 monthly bill credits on experience beyond for well-qualified customers plus tax and $35 device connection charge. Credits end and balance due if you pay off early or cancel. Finance agreement iPhone 17 Pro 256 gigs, $1,099.99 and new line minimum $100 plus a month plan with auto pay plus taxes and fees required. Best mobile network in the U.S. based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence data 1H 2025. Visit T-Mobile.com.
House stealing. It's a nightmare that's real. It's the FBI's term for thieves stealing your home's title and draining your equity. Just one fake document filed with a recorder, and scammers can own your home on paper, drain your equity, and do it all without you even knowing. Imagine waking up to a foreclosure or eviction notice. Listen to former title thief Matt Cox.
What people don't realize is the ease in which this crime can happen. I can take the deed to your house and I can transfer that deed into my name. It's a great crime, and it's happening all the time.
So how can you stop the nightmare and protect yourself? Find out if you're already a victim now at HomeTitleLock.com. Use promo code RADIO and get a 30-day free trial of their $1 million triple lock protection, a title scan, and access to a title specialist, a $250 value. Don't wait. Go to HoldTitleLock.com now. Promo code RADIO.
SchultzFord.com. 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 SchultzFord.com.
It is Rachel and John, and we get kudos from the producer today. It's her first day with us.
And what did we do?
Literally her first day, and we fed her. We fed her. It took all shift to feed her, but we did feed her.
We fed her.
Yeah. Oh, well done. That was a dad joke,
Thanks.
Mom.
It was
all right.
It was such a dad joke, but it worked.
But there is an event coming up here next Sunday, and it's 2 ways to go. There's 2 time frames you can go to it. It's sponsored by Good Taste Pittsburgh, and it is called Taste.
Say cheese.
Say cheese. Say cheese.
John,
sorry.
And here I'm gonna.
I couldn't read my notes over here.
We need to go to I could never read your notes. I want to go to Mazada's winery because I've never been. And I'm embarrassed. I guess you could take my Yinzer card.
There you go.
Yeah,
right.
Because everybody's talking like they've known it. So I need to get there. And so we urge you to buy tickets. They are going to sell out. But the cool thing is we get to talk to Chris, who was just on our podcast 2 weeks ago about Evia. But this time we're talking about Salonica Imports. Obviously same sort of line of things. But we want to know about this. You sell so many things, olive oil, and this cheese is fantastic. We've gotten to taste test it. How did you become sort of a connoisseur of this? And you are a connoisseur. You're very humble. Yeah.
Traveling, to Greece, obviously I grew up in a Greek family, so I was familiar with it. But, owning this business for 19 years, I tell people who come into our retail market in front of the warehouse, like, if it's in the store, it's because I like it. But I've traveled and aired so many types, traveling to Greece, personally, and then for business. So visiting, markets, outdoor markets, indoor markets. So, trial and error. I mean, that's the best way with food. I mean,
sure.
So,
yeah.
And that's what this event even gives you, right? Because as you were saying in the earlier spot, that basically you go and you pay and you walk around and you decide what you like, either from a wine or from a cheese standpoint. And I know Rachel was talking about the olive. Will there be things like that?
Yeah. Will you have
condiments
olive oil
and oils there as well?
Yeah, we'll pair them with dried figs or with different types of nuts. Things that pair well with cheese and wine.
You're going to teach us how to eat cheese, not
it's true,
in a
because
classy
people
way,
don't
right?
know, right?
Just walk up and just keep eating them off the plate.
Yeah.
In a classy but low key, nothing pompous.
Okay.
People.
Okay.
That's the challenge with food and wine. People are sometimes apprehensive because they're like
intimidated.
Intimidated by it, and we don't want that to be that. Food is good. We want to try.
Well, and you said it best, in a very, I've appreciated your demeanor, not that I know you so well, but just having interviewed you twice, I appreciate your demeanor in the sense that you say, there's something for everybody and everybody likes something different, and that's okay. And so you want to cater to what those tastes are and figure it out and import more.
For sure.
Yeah.
Definitely when people come in and ask, what's your best olive oil? And I always tell them, hey, this is what I like.
Sure.
This is it's more peppery, it's stronger flavor, and some people might not like that.
Yeah.
So what I like is not necessarily what the other person would like.
Yeah,
so
right.
you got to try.
And so when you're saying
no, you go.
Did
You
we
go.
get so frustrated with
Yeah?
each other?
No, I'm not
I'm
frustrated.
just
Go.
kidding. When you talk olive oil is used for preparation and cooking, but also as something to go on a pasta or a dipping. Correct?
Olive oil.
All of the above.
Extra virgin olive oil is the only thing that Greeks use in Greece.
Gotcha.
It has to be extra virgin, and they use it for everything from frying an egg to French fries to baking to dipping. Greeks, I believe what I'm educated on is that Greeks per capita use more extra virgin olive oil than anywhere else in the world. So
If
it
you could-
is liquid gold in Greece.
If you could do me a favor and just explain the difference, what is extra?
Yeah, right, John.
Is there a couple of sentences, or is it a long process?
Extra virgin is the premium, and then they press it another time, and it could be pure olive oil, and then one notch below it will be like pumice, which is refined, and it's multiple times, and quite honestly, not,
So it's
not the best
squeezed,
quality.
it's pressed the first time.
Correct.
That's it. That's
Yep.
whatever comes out
First
of
cold
it, is
pressed.
it? Oh, okay.
Yep.
Wow.
And we were asking you also because we had interviewed a family a bunch of years ago with Leo Carius.
Leo Carius.
So the process of getting to a good olive oil is similar to winemaking.
Absolutely. There's a lot
Who
of
knew?
there's a lot of parallels between the two.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And so was there always that parallel, or are people just sort of, or are Americans just sort of putting it together?
I would say, like, I grew up in the 70s. Like,
Yeah.
everyone had big jugs of Rio Niti on their thing. And people weren't wine snobs back in the 70s.
Yes.
At least my family
Or the
wasn't.
80s. Yeah, I got
I mean,
you.
I'm from an immigrant Greek family, so it was low barriers to entry on wine. But olive oil, I would say, has the curve is probably 20, 30 years behind it with Americans. Not understanding the flavor, but also the nutritional value of it also. So,
Great point. Yeah.
a lot of people come in and say, I still cook with, why would I use olive oil? Let me use Crisco or sunflower, canola. And that's fine. That works. But olive oil, if you do your research, has so much more nutritional and health benefits.
And my husband and I have been on this health journey recently, and he has only been buying avocado oil because we've read that that's a better thing.
Good fats.
Is there? Sure. So
Yeah.
it depends, right?
Yeah, avocado oil is good. Extra virgin definitely can't go wrong. It just depends because some oils take over the flavor of the food too.
Sure,
So you have
that's
to
a
be
good
careful.
point.
But
When you say it tastes like peppery or whatever, the olive oil, does that mean it's infused somehow, or no? They take on the olive, takes on the olive oil, takes on the
Taste,
flavor of
the
the
flavor.
olive and where it was grown.
correct, yeah, it definitely. And I like to tell people, buy your olive oil. If on the back of the bottle it's a product of 5 different countries, I wouldn't do that.
I remember that.
If you look on a bottle of wine and it said 5 different countries, you probably wouldn't buy it. Olive oil, I
Sure,
would argue,
same
is
thing.
even more important because of the nutritional benefits. I mean, wine is more just top off and have a guilty pleasure.
Sure.
Whereas olive oil is good for your soul.
Constant consumption.
Gotcha.
Oh my
Absolutely.
gosh, Chris, we need to have you every week. So, Chris, we're going to go through all the details again. Sunday, October 5th, 1 to 6 o'clock, 2 different sessions. It is at Mazzata Winery. It is called Say Cheese, thanks to our friends at Good Taste Pittsburgh. And get your tickets because they're selling fast. But tell us, where can everybody find out more information about Salonica Imports?
We have a website, salonica.net. We are in Lower Lawrenceville, Smallman and 35th. Open Monday through Saturdays.
Love the
love
fact
to
that
see
we
you
could
there.
just go in there and then just taste.
Absolutely,
Right?
yeah.
I mean, it's
encouraged
buy something
because you want
too,
people to buy-
Jags.
yeah, don't
Right,
just
don't
walk
just
in
go
and
there. Can
taste
I
you,
taste
Jags.
that? Can
Yeah.
I taste that?
100%. We encourage tasting and we
Okay.
encourage sampling, and we want you to, a lot of things that we import, people aren't familiar with, so
Yeah.
we want you to try it. And
Right.
if you're curious about something, let us know. We'll let you sample.
We let you squeak out that website and such, so now you have to answer our Yinzer questions. What would
It's the
make
rules,
us
Chris.
revoke your Yinzer card?
I'm embarrassed to say I don't own a Steelers jersey or a Pirates jersey.
Okay.
It's been probably 10 years since I've had one.
Okay.
So yeah, that's
So you need to just refresh.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, that's fair
There's
enough.
therapy after the show.
What about your neighborhood nuh-uh? Is there something, did that resonate? Because some
For
of our
sure.
guests, okay.
Bellevue, I would say, I grew up in Bellevue. One thing I would say is a lot of folks didn't know. It used to be a dry town for a long
Yep.
time, only until about
December 10th is the 10-year.
Oh, is it really? I
Mark
was going to
has-
say
yeah,
8
Mark
to 10
just
years.
emailed
So,
us,
well,
yeah.
So so many folks were hesitant that there's going to be liquor in Bellevue. It's going to turn into a seedy town. It's been quite the opposite.
It's been quite the opposite. We
It's
just had
quite the cute town.
Yeah,
Yes.
we love it.
Yeah.
We just had the folks from Wonder Bar on
Nice.
last night, so that was a great time as well. Bellevue is a thriving place. And the last one would be The destination procrastination. Where is that place in Pittsburgh that you say, I'm going to get there, but you've not been?
It's not necessarily a destination. I've never been on the incline.
Oh, wow.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not sure that my kids have, my 3 kids, so I probably need to put that on our bucket list, pretty soon.
Yeah, but that is one of the classic examples of I've lived here. It's there. We all know it's there. It's iconic to Pittsburgh. When people come in, they want to try it out, but I mean, it's been a while for me.
I think we should go eat cheese on it because we did taste the cheese.
Listen,
just go up and down.
We have like 20 seconds, dude. What kind of cheeses did we have?
We had everything sheep or goat, but we had feta cheese. We had some nice table cheese like cassetti, which is like an Italian fontanella. We have kefalo graviera, kefalo tiri, and we had manuti, which is soft ricotta cheese.
Okay. You got to go to Good Taste Pittsburgh.
Were
to
you
get
going to
your
try
tickets.
to talk like him?
No, heck no. I wasn't going to do it. It's
Okay.
Rachel and John. Thank you so much, Chris. Thank you so much to Carrie. GoodTastePittsburgh.com. Rachel and John, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
The Big K Morning Show with Larry Richards.
Larry Richards on the streets downtown